Greetings, everyone. How are you all doing today? Got to figure out these volume settings. All right. Let's see. Okay, well, hopefully that volume setting isn't too loud. You got to get this put at a level where we can hear it, but it's not obnoxious. Let's see. That should be good. If that's not good, guys, let me know about the volume on the background music. I'll mess around with it, take it down a little bit, turn it up, whatever I have to do. But we want it to be pleasant but not too loud. All right. Who do we have here? Oh, Arva says hello there, as always. That Jedi-loving Arva. Don't know why he's part of the Sith Dark Council. Loves his Jedi so much. Graham says, I think it's appropriate. All right, so good. We got some music volume running okay. 28. Got Aiden over here. Got Joseph. Beskar Bandito, Joey the Goat, the greatest of all time. Cancel culture. I like that name, cancel culture with K's. That's awesome. Greetings, Inquisitors. Nice. Got Griff here. Hello, Griff. Mark Valorian, Valcorian is here. Lender's Quizzin. Roxy Bros here. Cool, we got a lot of cool people showing up. Arva says, I do love Mike Kenobi. He just happens to have been aligned with those imposters that call themselves Jedi. Everyone sometimes makes a bad decision in their youth. Ah, well played. Nice. Yeah. So Kenobi is an anomaly. Loquitur lesson. Hey, Peter K. All right. Well, let's get into some question and answer stuff right away, and then we'll do some account reviews, do some Grand Arenas, I think. I haven't even had a chance to look at my Grand Arena matchups and see what's going on. One of the guys I'm up against is part of our fleet shard, so he's got literally like the best fleet in our fleet shard. So I got to fight him on the Loquitur account, so that's going to be interesting and fun. And then on my main account, we have a pretty tough looking opponent over there too. I'm part of the Grand Arena Center, the GA Center, and I've been watching the reports that people turn in over there, and a lot of people are claiming that they're getting easy matchups, that the matchups they're getting are like way undervalued, and they're easy wins, and they're not having any problems with people. And I keep getting matched up against opponents that I feel like are pretty tough. So I don't know what the matchmaking's looking like on their end that leads them to believe that it's easy, but I don't feel like the matchmaking's been different or easy for me, at least. Or maybe they're just so good and they have such good accounts and they're so good at playing the game that they just rock through their opponents and don't even have to bat an eye. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's me that has to catch up with the rest of them in that regard. Should I build Malevolence or Negotiator? Will Lord Vader require Malevolence? Well, do what you like. Will Lord Vader require Malevolence? Could be. Very well could be. If he is the next Galactic Legend, it would make sense if they put the Negotiator as a capital ship for one Galactic Legend. They'll probably put the Malevolence as a capital ship for another Galactic Legend. That would seem to follow. And Grievous is definitely a part of his story arc, so could definitely be one of the requirements, Grievous as well as the Malevolence. As to whether or not you should buy the shards, that's completely up to you. You know, you have to decide if that's the right thing to do for your account, for your budget, what you can afford, if you're giving up refreshes versus if you're giving up cash money or whatever it is. It looks like the media source quit playing. So I guess it's not on loop. All right, let's change that. And let's switch. And then go back and see if looping is going to work. All right, that's picked up. All right. Sorry, guys. Got to mess around with this stuff while we're on screen. Make sure that these things are all on loop. That one's on loop. Okay. All right, so we should be good there in that regard. Let's see. Okay, good. That's all set up. Negotiator was a Kenobi ship. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So, but they typically include one ship. And even though, I mean, Anakin wasn't flying around as the captain of the Malevolence, it was part of the storyline. He did have to fight against the Malevolence. And they typically do make a ship part of the journey. So making his ETA fighter part of the journey would seem kind of lame. That's a hard farm for anybody who doesn't have it. That's a long farm. But I guess in a way so would be the Malevolence. It's a hard to get ship. So could be. All right, let's go over here and catch up on chat. All right. Let's see. Malevolence is great if you have Geos. Area 501st is in the house. Cool. I'm fighting up a ton lately. Yeah, me too. Lord Vader won't require a Malevolence. It will require Anakin's ETA, says Joey. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think its Malevolence is more likely than the ETA. Depends on how many relics. Let's see. There should be a Lord Vader. He was seen in the Kenobi event. Lord Vader will require the Malevolence, says Joe. So I think we're getting votes for that. Malevolence wasn't from Return of the Sith, so lore-wise it doesn't make much sense. It's about Anakin's journey, though, right? I'm going for Negotiator first. That's cool. That's what I did. Okay. Started a new account today and pulled an 80 shard DACA on the 3rd free pull. That's cool. That'll give you a character that you can mess around with a little bit. Not too much of a waste of galactic power on her. Anakin destroys the Malevolence in the Clone Wars. Yeah. Is a 4-star Wat Tambor worth building or wait for more stars? As soon as you can unlock Wat Tambor, you unlock him, you give him the Zeta, and he's already useful. He takes a turn before the first turn. Well, one of the pre-turns, right at the start of the match, kind of things. And as long as he gives out his one important buff to the character that's an important buff, he's done his job. He can die on the very first hit of the game, and you don't care. So if you're playing him with Vader, you give Vader weapon tech. Wat's done. He's done his job. It's worth the character slot just to get that buff on Vader. If you put him in a C team, he puts the shield tech on C. He's done his job. He can die. So absolutely, as soon as you get Wat Tambor to 4 stars, build him, put the Zeta on him so he gets that free turn, and you can put him with whatever gear you want. Gearing him up, of course, increases the chances that he's going to stay alive long enough to do a second thing, which is nice. But yeah, it's definitely worth. Unlock Zeta, 4 stars, doesn't matter. All right, build Wat as quickly as possible and Zeta ASAP, says Moose Man. Yep, that's right. Resi the Sky Guy, what's up, Loquitur? Good to see you. Got Jedi Master Kenobi alt unlocked today. Joined a guild that gets 40 cam shards per TB. And getting ready to build up Jawas. Wow, that is a good day. That's an awesome day. That's progress. That's like rock solid. Arva says I'm getting way too easy matchups on the alt, but on the main I'm getting decent matchups. That's cool. So you find on the alt that you're not getting good matchups? Huh. I'm 7 shards from Watt after buying the weekly shipments. Good, so you should finish it out next TB. That should be good. If gas is a requirement, then there's already a requirement for the 7-star ETA 2. I feel like gas is not going to be a requirement, but I don't know. It may be. Maybe. 7-star endurance or negotiator. Ooh, if it's the endurance, I guess it's not hard to have a 7-star endurance. I mean, just to have it. It's not so hard. Darth Loquitur, should Gear 11 Jedi Revan, 11 GMY, and 8 Jolie be able to defeat Gear 8 Geos? Or who should I use? My Vader is Gear 11. Geos are tough. You know, let's just take a look at this, because for anybody who doesn't know why Geos are such a pain in the butt at low levels, the assist mechanic is good. I mean, all that stuff is, I think people generally understand. But the reason why Geos are truly a pain in the butt is that they get 30,000 extra health and protection. I don't have my Geos favorited anymore, so we're going to have to do one of these. So if you look at the Brood Alpha, where is that skill? Geo allies have plus 15,000 max health and protection. So when you look at their stats and you see that they're like 28, 43, you know, whatever, 30 and 30, and you think, you know, that's not bad. They've got 60,000, 70,000 health and protection. But you just got to realize that 70,000 is actually 100,000 per Geo. So the thing that makes these guys tough, they share that pool, and every time you attack somebody, they rebalance their health and protection. And they really have a lot of health and protection. And then they get this 15,000 on top. And that's really what makes the Geo team much harder to beat than people think. They underestimate the Geos all the time at low levels because they're just bigger than they look. That's the end of it. They're bigger than they look. So if I'm looking at Gear 11 Revan, Gear 11 Grandmaster Yoda, and Gear 8 Jolie, I think they kill that Gear 8 Jolie very quickly, and you will struggle to finish them out with the Revan. You know, you just don't have enough damage, in my opinion. It depends on how big of the Geos are. Because, I mean, if they're small enough Geos, you can just use Revan and mark the Brood Alpha and just stay on him. But remember, every time you attack him, they're going to rebalance that health and protection, and you're going to have to more or less beat all the Geos to beat that Brood Alpha. So, yeah, if you had one character that was doing massive damage, that would be an easy team. But with that low gear levels, they better be pretty easy Geos for you to win that. My opponent smashed me, says Joseph. He got 1977. I only got 1902. Youch. Yeah, that happened to me one matchup on my main account last time. I mean, it didn't look like we had that much different rosters, and that guy just pounded me into the dirt. It was embarrassing. He got great banners against me. Arva says, I'm usually fighting up against people that have like 30 to 50% more GP, but with how the alt is built, it still feels way too easy. Well, that's because you're a grand master at the game. That's like a, 2600 ranked chess player playing somebody who's 1500. It's just, it's just easy. They make their best moves, and it just doesn't even look like anything you'd play. When will you relic the Geos? I don't know. I've reliced one of them. I've been able to do the Wat Tambor mission easily without relicking my Brood Alpha. I did the Acklay mission, and I feel like I came pretty darn close to completing the Acklay mission without a relic Brood Alpha, which is bizarre. So I don't know. I think if I relic another Geo, I may in fact, relic Sunfac again for fleet, and build his ship up, and I may not relic that Brood Alpha. He hasn't. I don't think he's died in a single attempt that I've made on the territory battles. And I know it's just RNG, and he'll die to RNG sooner or later, but he's holding pretty strong right now. So it's I'm not very motivated to relic the Brood Alpha. We'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. All right. Would you relic them for the challenge pit, or are they not useful in that raid? Geos are horrible at raids. They're really bad. So the issue with the heroic tier Rancor, I don't know if we can look at this or not. No, I guess we can't. But these characters, a lot of these characters, like the heroic Sith raid and the Rancor raid, they get bonus turn meter or bonus speed for every time they're damaged. And that just makes sure that you can't take a million turns around them, that they're definitely going to get their turns in. So with Geos, you push the button and everybody assists, and then the boss goes. And then you do 2 other Geos and they all assist, and it just feeds their turn meter so fast that they go again. So in these higher level raids, the Geos are, at least I've found, horrible. And if somebody knows a better way to use the Geos, I mean, maybe you could just kick the Brood Alpha out and put them like under Dooku leadership, and they'd probably do better. At least they wouldn't feed the boss that much turn meter. All right. Will you ever put the second Zeta on the Brood Alpha? The second Zeta for the Brood Alpha is good for territory battles. So when you're in the TBs and you're trying to clear waves, those characters always have buffs on them, and it gives you extra damage for all the characters that opposing characters with buffs. So it gives you like an extra 20% damage like all the time in the TBs. So I'll Zeta it someday, but for me it's really low priority. As long as my Geos are doing what they're supposed to do and I can complete the Wat Tambor mission, in my opinion, I don't need it. And for anybody who doesn't know or understand by now, I rarely do anything on my account if I feel like I don't need it. Even to the extent, and I'll drive Vader crazy if he's watching, I'll just do this. This is just strictly baiting. This is like a mean bully thing to do to people. But yeah, it drives people nuts that I don't have the Zeta on this basic for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But of all the times that I've used him, this Zeta just does not seem to be worth all of the materials it takes to Zeta this skill. So I may never Zeta it. And for the same reason, as long as my Geos are doing what they're supposed to be doing, I don't need that second Zeta. So I have a tendency to just wait for someday and put my Zetas on other stuff that I want more. He said the Geos were Gear 8. I think the Gear 11 Revan and Yoda would be enough damage. Revan marks the Brood Alpha, Yoda Foresight, Revan's... You know, Rezi, it sounds good, but those Geos are tough. I'm telling you. They're only Gear 8. And you look at their stats and you think that they're Gear 8 characters, but they are not. Those extra 15,000 hit points and extra 15,000 protection make them virtually Gear 12 characters already at Gear 8. That's scary. I would try the, especially if you've got Palpatine or somebody to go along with that Vader, I would do a Gear 11 Vader before I would do that Revan team. Because those Geos they're just tougher than they seem, And I got caught behind it a couple weeks back with my troopers. Well, a couple matches back. I took my troopers in against the Geo team, and the troopers do so much damage, and I was just overconfident, and I was like, yeah, they're gonna wipe these guys out. And I hit that brute, and I did like 25% damage with that first shot, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Did the mass assist and didn't even take off his protection, and then, everything rebalances again the next time I hit him. It's like, oh boy, this is gonna go downhill fast, They just, it's deceptive, guys, I'm telling you. The Geos are deceptive. All right. If I only had to relic GBA or Spy, which should I do? You guys know what my favorite is. On my main account, I did the Brood Alpha. On my Loquitur account here, I did the Spy. And relicking that spy is fully functional, and it helps fleet. So from my point of view, the spy is a better first relic than Brood Alpha. But don't blame me if you go into the Wat Tambor mission and your Brood Alpha just gets one shot by random stuff, right? That's why you relic the Brood Alpha. It's not because it's best to relic the Brood Alpha for some game mechanics. It's best to relic the Brood Alpha so that he doesn't die. It's literally just so that he doesn't die in territory battles. Because once the Brood Alpha is dead, your Geo team is just done. The assist is gone, and you're just done. So keeping the Brood Alpha alive is your priority. If that's what you want to excel at, then by all means relic the Brood Alpha. But if you just want your Geo team in grand arenas and, you know, different game modes like that, relic the Spy first. Because he's a good pilot, that's going to help you over there. He does sickening amounts of damage in Conquest, Galactic Challenges, all kinds of stuff like that. My Relic Spy is just OP. So, yeah, in that regard, that's the best choice for every other game mode other than Territory Battle. All right. What's your plan right now on the Loquitur account? Well, Inte Jag. What's your plan on the Loquitur account right now? Well, I spell out my plan all the time, like every week in the account updates. So, you know, you understand what the plan is, I would think. But for anybody who doesn't know the long-term plan, we're going for the Sith Eternal Emperor. And basically, we're working on this Padme team on the side because Kenobi is the pilot of our capital ship that we want to build up. And we do want this Padme team as a good defensive team for our grand arenas. So we will continue to work on this. We'll probably relic Kenobi. We will probably relic Queel at some point. But other than that, we're just relicking characters that take us toward the Sith Eternal Emperor. So we're doing Dooku now. We've got the right side done already. We're working on the left side. We got 2 more weeks to finish that out. He's a requirement for C. We'll do Piet as soon as we get him to 7 stars. We'll keep building up the Marauder, the Royal Guard, Darth Maul. I haven't done Palpatine yet, and I'm still working on Krennic, but yeah, that's going to be probably, 5 months yet before I get Sith Eternal, something like that. But that's the long-range goal, and I'm not building a whole lot of other stuff, but I'm also not just going straight for C without doing anything else, because that loses a lot of grand arenas. It makes your roster too thin. So building up the Padme team, building up Queel for the Bounty Hunter team, those are like defensive staples for me in 5v5 Grand Arena. Are you going to go for gas with a Relic Padme already at some point? Gas is Ewoks to get C-3PO. It's the Padme team. It's Separatist droids. It's a heck of a lot of galactic power to get gas. So the answer to that is no. I am much more likely to build a second Galactic Legend rather than build General Skywalker. Because if you think about it this way, let's say that I finish this out and I just say, okay, I'm going to go for Rey after C. There's, 12 characters that I have to build for Rey. And you have to build Ewoks, clones, Separatist droids, plus, one-off characters like C-3PO, Padme, Asajj Ventress. Maybe there's another requirement that I'm forgetting. But you have to build like 19 characters, and I realize you don't have to relic them all, but at the end of it, you get the best non-galactic legend character, or I could just relic the Rey requirements and have a galactic legend character. So for me, Gas is just this thing. I understand that people like him, and I understand why people would go for him, but for me personally, it's just not efficient, because you could always, for about the same effort, have a galactic legend, whether it's SLKR, Rey, or C. I mean, Jedi Master Luke is a different story. He takes a different level of commitment to maybe some longer term characters, but yeah, that's my outlook on Gas. I'm not saying it's wrong. You get a heck of a lot of good teams out of going for Gas. It's just you know, I see the Galactic Legends as the kind of the purpose of the game right now, and I would rather have 2 Galactic Legends than 1 Galactic Legend and follow it up with gas. Please don't go afterwards for Ray. It'll become a top-heavy account. Always smart to round out a roster after a Galactic Legend farm finishes. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying the next big project. So just like I'm doing on my main account, right? Like, look, let's go over here and take a look for a second. So, y'all probably know that I'm going for Ray on my main account, but it's the long-term project, right? It's not that I am at a position in this account where I just go for Ray and that's all I'm doing. You know, I'm building all these characters in the background, and when I don't have something else that I want, that's what I'm working on. Meanwhile, I took a Dark Trooper to Relic 8. So that could have been a Ray requirement, but I wanted that Dark Trooper, and oh my goodness, I'm glad I did. That guy is just ridiculous. I'm building Quill now. We're going to Relic Quill in preparation for Cat. So, yeah, I don't pick a Galactic Legend and then just do only that. So that's what'll happen. And, you know, I'll just say this to you guys right now. You know, at some point, we're going to have a decision to make as a community, and you guys are going to, you know, theoretically help me with this decision. And it's an important decision. A lot of new players want to watch the newer account being played. After I've played this account for about a year, I'm going to have a Galactic Legend. Do people want to see me continue the Darth Loquitur account once I have a Galactic Legend? Or would y'all rather see me around November this year stop the Loquitur account and restart a new level 1 account? Oh, music. Music was too loud on that? Okay. Okay, so which... Oh, on the ALEURA account it was too loud? Let's go over here and look. What happened? Okay, that's too loud? Okay. That's weird. Okay. How's that? Is that better? Hopefully that's better. It was too loud. The music was too loud. Okay. Wow. Okay. So where did we leave off then? We were... Continue your account. There's not many mid-game content creators out there. It randomly turned off. There's no music now. It's fine now? Okay. Yeah, I can't hear it at all. I can't hear the media source through the stream when I do it. So I really have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, so what I was saying is, for the Loquitur account, you know, at some point, this is going to be, you know, a 2 million, 2.5 million account with a Galactic Legend in it. And, you know, are people going to want to see me continue to build that account, knowing that they can go back and they can look at everything all the way back to the start? Or are people going to want to see me start a brand new account and work my way back up from level 1 and basically build, you know, using the beginner's guide paths or something like that? So that's what I was saying apparently when the music turned up too loud, is that, you know, I really can only play 2 accounts. There's no way I'm going to be able to start a 3rd account and play all these game modes and conquest and everything else on 3 accounts. There's no way I'm going to have the time for that. So do we continue with the Loquitur account, or do we start over again and do things for new players? So continue with the same account. We heard about the R8 Dark Trooper and then the music took over. Okay. keep it going. I really enjoy watching this account grow. It depends on how much changes, like November, like if they double gear drops or something. Joey says it's actually a good point. I'd like to see a new account with one of the paths. If the new player experience changes a lot, let AP Games have all the people who want to watch somebody fight a bunch of Gear 8 characters. Keep Loquitur going. I vote continue. Okay. All right. Interesting. You know, the other thing that we could do that would be pretty cool is somebody else could start a new account. And instead of doing like a weekly update video, if somebody wanted to do a collab with me where they just, you know, played the account for the whole week, did all the game stuff, played all the games, did all the matchups, played all the grand arenas, you know, everything else. And then once a week we get together, talk about what gear we've collected and how to develop the account. And I just coach somebody who's building a new account. Heck, we could do that right now. We could do that right now with the new paths if somebody really wanted to do that. Be some interesting logistics to work out, but it would be a way for me to kind of coach a new account without having to play 3 accounts, which if I didn't have to play it, it would be I think it'd be a good thing. You could do something like a new project with an expiration date, 6 months, full free to play. Every time, slightly different approach. The collab idea sounds rad. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Beskar says the guides are fine. Mid-game progression is hard to find. Okay. That's good. All right, let's take a look at some account reviews here. See what we've got going on. Where is it? Get over here. Is Ertu in the channel? ERTU. That person did respond over on the Discord that they thought it was a good idea, so hopefully they're in the channel. That would be good. Okay. So this is the account that I get with that information. Show yo Salame. Mandalorian Codex. The Mandalorian something Codex. Alright. That's cool. Let's check chat and see if that person is in here. Remember that Mon Mothma team that we never get to see? Yeah, that Mon Mothma team's in there. It's coming. That Mon Mothma team's coming. I just can't commit to the galactic power yet. That's the problem. I don't... Well, I guess now it doesn't matter. I mean, I have all the way up to 1.6 to build. But man, once I trip over 1.6, because I'm building so many relic characters and I'm going the galactic legend route, I could very easily fight an account that already has a galactic legend, you know, with me at 1.6 million and get matched up against somebody that's at like 2.4. There's really a pretty big galactic power range on Division 9, and there's going to be people in Division 9 with galactic legends. So I have to figure out how not to play those guys, and then I think we'll be better off. All right, let's see. Ertu didn't say anything over here yet. Anakin says, are you doing roster reviews for a little bit? I'll do one now, then I'll do the Loquitur account, and then I'll do one in between Loquitur and ALEURA. So we'll take a quick look at this. We've got 2 million galactic power, 860 in ships, 1250 in characters. That's okay. That's a decent balance. Should be enough ships. Number 7 in fleet. We always like to see this top 10 fleet performance, so that's good. 91 in arena with a full relic Padme team. Let's see what we got here. 7 Anakin. Is this gas? Oh wow. Got General Skywalker in the Padme team. Look at that. That's okay. If we've got General Skywalker in the Padme team, and we're only 91. That's kind of a surprise to me. This person must climb higher than that during the day. Or somehow the shard is entirely full of galactic legends or something. That's got to be a high damage team right there. Holy cow. Seems rock solid. All right. Why is gas in the Padme squad? Why not 501st? Well, that's Arena. I mean, you can put anything you want. You put your 5 best characters in Arena. You don't, I mean, Arena doesn't care if you've got a 501st team. All right, we got Anakin's ETA, Umbran, Ahsoka on Relic level, also the TIE Advanced. Then we got a bunch of Gear 12 stuff with the Geos and Bosk. Let's see, if we're at 2 million galactic power and we've got Relic characters here, it might be time to Relic to Bosk. It's not critical, but, you know, Gear 12 Bosk is still pretty tough, so I think we're okay. Negotiator here. But that's it for fleets. Oh, yikes. So we've just got, let's say, Geos. We've got Galactic Republic. We've got Vader. Couple reinforcement ships. It's not bad. I mean, you need 2 fleets, and this is tight fleets, right? This is tight. You get your negotiator fleet with the starting 3 and maybe 1 or 2 good reinforcements. And then you get your Geo fleet with maybe Vader as a reinforcement. Maybe a couple rebels. I think it's worth building this clone sergeant ship to add to your negotiator fleet. So the first bit of advice that I would give is I would probably say, you know, having Plo as a reinforcement for your Galactic Republic is good. Adding this clone sergeant, I think, is going to help you a lot in, you know, going forward. You're number 7 in fleets, so it's not that big of a deal. It's like icing on the cake kind of a thing. All right, let me check over here. Grandma Mod says, smash the lightsabers. I agree. Not very many lightsabers going on today. Please, guys, help me out. We need to get enough lightsabers to get the troopers going, and we're not there yet. All right, Clone Sergeant can go up to Gear 10 or 11 and sit there. That's enough for the light side territory battle. But Clone Sergeant is not really needed for Fleet Arena or GAC. Okay, I mean, it's not needed, but it's not a bad ship to build. I like the Clone Sergeant ship. I think it's good as a reinforcement. It's just another tank to hide Anakin, right? So you put these 3, the Houndstooth, Anakin, Umbran as your starting 3. You get to reinforce with Ahsoka, Plo. Neither one of them is tanks. So if they get through your Houndstooth, then you're coming in with characters that aren't tanks. The Clone Sergeant just gives you another taunt to get in the way of things. And I understand that Plo can put a taunt on somebody, and that helps too. But, so yeah, it's not necessary, but something I would think about. Would rather build up the Y-Wing. If he's willing to farm the Y-Wing. The thing about the Clone Sergeant ship is you can just buy it out of the shop. I mean, you can just buy it out of Galactic War Store and Fleet Store. You don't have to farm anything. The BTLB Y-Wing is an awesome ship, if you're willing to farm it. If you say, yeah, I'm going to farm the Y-Wing, then yeah, don't worry about the Clone Sergeant at all. That's fair enough. All right, what else we got going on here with characters? Let's take a look over here. We've got gas, so we know kind of what this is going to look like with the Separatist droids, Padme team. We got CLS going. Got a really big 5s, Rex, Echo at 4. So it's looking like Kiadi Mundi ready, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We're missing 1 clone. Where's ARC Trooper? I feel like ARC Trooper needs to be in here somewhere. Am I just missing him? Or is he coming up? There's ARC Trooper. Okay, so we're building up the ARC Trooper. We're getting him to relic level, probably. So yeah, I would say I'm kind of with chat. if you've got this gas team, take Padme out. Don't run Padme as your arena team. Run gas with your clones as your arena team. That would seem to make more sense to me. So I kind of agree with Chad at this point. And don't run gas in your Padme team. Run the gas team. All right. Let's see. Y-Wing and Rex would be the two ships I would build up the most. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. Area 501st says he was gone for a minute. Is this a roster review? Man, I feel like that's a here's your sign kind of comment. Like, no, this is absolutely not a roster review. No chance that with somebody else's name at the top of the screen that it's a roster review. None. Zero. No Zeta on Rex. Let's see. No Zeta on Rex. Nope. Padme and gas is equal in strength, and it's less boring than a gas mirror. Well, okay. I don't know though. So all I'm thinking is if you can climb higher with the gas team than you can with this team, then play the team that you can climb with, right? All right, we got to look at mods because, you know, there's a chance that it's a mod issue here. 16 speed, 19 speed with crit damage, 18 speed with a protection on the prime. That's an interesting. This is a very interesting arrow. That is a very interesting arrow. Before I say anything about this arrow, I want to know, what does chat think about using this as an arrow for General Skywalker? What do you think? What do you think about this arrow? We'll see what chat has to say. All right, and 15 speed over here. And then let's see, 20 speed here. So this is great. I mean, this whole mod set has tons of speed. Lacking a little speed here, but other than that, you know, we're in good shape with speed. All right. Gas 501st would probably hold better on defense. Why not? Very smart. Works on gas, but only on gas. I'd do offense arrow if non-speed. Still get a lot of speed and protection. It's an okay arrow for Skywalker, but I don't love protection primary on an offense set. I don't know about gas, but I would have trashed it before I got to 18 speed. Some people like to build him for high protection so he doesn't sit fast. Yeah, so exactly. So if you're building Anakin with the high protection so he doesn't sit, then you know, if you have him on a Padme team, if he's going to be part of the Padme team, you would expect to see a lot more health, right? Because everything about Padme benefits from health, and even though Skywalker does want a lot of protection, the protection mods don't fit the Padme strategy. But this arrow is neat because it's got main stat protection, it's got flat protection, and still enough speed. That 18 speed down there is almost as much as a speed arrow. So this is tons of protection. Tons. And his damage is already high enough that you kind of don't need crazy offense on him. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting arrow for the... And I think somebody said it's interesting for Skywalker, but pretty much only for him. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you put this on your Geo Brood Alpha, that would be cool. But otherwise, it's pretty limited in its scope. But it's a cool way to mod. And so he's got like what, 120,000 protection? Yeah, 113,000 protection. So yeah, it's he ain't sitting for a while. Interesting mods on that Skywalker. All right, then Anakin, we've got offense and crit chance, crit damage on the triangle, I assume. Offense on the cross. You guys know I like potency on Anakin just to make sure he can stick these debuffs on his basic. It does help in a lot of matchups. But let's see what overall speed we've got. 281, that's pretty good. Pretty good speed subs. Let's just arrange by speed and see what kind of fast characters he has. Got Padme here, 325. That's a fast Padme. Holy cow. So we've got health, protection, health, speed. So yeah, you know, you wish this was health, but 23 speed is why that's on her, so it's not horrible. It's fine. I do like to see, you know, a defense stat somewhere, but with a speed set with the health set, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. She's probably still, what, 70,000 or something like that on health? Yeah, 64. So once you get around 60,000 on Padme, you know, putting one more defensive stat somewhere in here or making this a defense set instead of a health set might be good, but that's minor points. Good mods, good mods, good mods. Nothing wrong with that. 299 speed on Shock T. Rex is slightly faster, 303. 313. That's good. 313 is a good Rex. 23 speed and it's only 4 hits. Yo, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if he hits that, even if he only gets a 4, it's going to be a 27, 28 speed mod right there. Yikes. That's awesome. 21 speed with 4 hits. Alright, so he's got a lot of 4 hit. There's a 27 speed mod. Nothing to complain about here with the speed mods. This guy's done his homework, right? He's done his homework. Sector 5 green. Sector 5 green. Okay, so let's skip this. Look back at the characters. Alright, so basically it's gas. I mean, the account is really, it is really gas. And then he's unlocked Jedi Knight Revan. But beyond that, not much. Okay. And I don't know if I'd say it's a gas... Well, you could call it a gas rush. He picked up Commander Luke Skywalker and did invest in Darth Vader, so he hasn't just done only gas. So he's built that team with Han Solo and Chewbacca's down here somewhere. Okay. So let's go over here and take a look, see what I can see. There's no comments. No comments over here, so I don't know exactly what it is that he's going for. What would we do next with this account? What's the next project? What's the next big thing? I would say finish out your Rebel team. You know, you've got all the parts for it. You've got 3PO and Chewie coming up, so it looks to me like you're going to finish out the Relic on ARC Trooper, finish out the, you know, maybe to Relic level on Chewpio. And what, man, I feel like I'm staring straight at Chewbacca and can't see him. I'm going to search for him. There he is. Yeah, so Relic 4 Chewbacca, which is good. So once we finish out those two teams, what would we do next for this account? I think this account should go for SLKR next. It's 2 million galactic power. SLKR, if you build the fleet, is going to add about 1.1 million galactic power. That's going to put you into the area where you need 3 fleets. So if you build the bounty hunters that are required for the First Order fleet, and you also build the First Order fleet itself, you'll have, you know, Negotiator, Geos, First Order, and, you know, some kind of leftover bounty hunter team with maybe rebels and whatever you want to build as your 4th fleet. So that kind of solves a couple things for you on your way to 3.1 million galactic power. You know, you've got gas in the account now. For me, it's SLKR next. I don't think you need to go back and balance and get Darth Revan and unlocked Malak. I mean, that's up to you. That's the other path that you could take. You could go Revan into Malak and then do your SLKR. And we're probably going to have Arvin Griff chime in here and say that that's the way to go, because Darth Revan is like the second character. Him and Skywalker are the best non-GL characters. So that's another path you could take if you wanted that Darth Revan. Okay, Griff says, yeah, I would go for SLKR. That's cool. Rebels look alright, maybe go for Jedi Knight Luke. I don't see a Hoda or a Wampa or anything that would lead me to believe that he's got the Jedi Knight Luke underway. How do you determine when is a good stopping point, when to switch and work to another team? We can answer that. Farm up shards for Darth Revan while doing SLKR. Go for Malak after SLKR. They likely don't have enough guild event tokens after finishing gas. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you won't have enough in the bank to just do Malak, so. Alright, here's another reminder, guys. Please, let's get these likes going. We've got a lot of people in the channel watching, not very many likes. I heard somebody say that they're not going to like until I start Grand Arena, but that's going to start pretty soon, so hit me up, please. He isn't very strong on defense. His teams are all top-tier offense. Malak would help him a ton, especially in threes. SLKR would help him a ton in threes, because you can put together a team under Hux. You can put together a team under Kylo Ren Unmasked. So as you're building it, you get two excellent defensive teams. And then, you know, when you get SLKR himself, you can just put him on defense and just stop everything, you know. So I think for the way this account is built, I would go SLKR and then Revan and Darth Revan into Malak. That's just me. That's what I would do. Relic, my favorite Star Wars character, Ahsoka today. My second relic after Revan. Nice. Gas is top tier defense. Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to put him on defense, especially in fives, yeah, he's tough to beat. CLS and Padme are also great defense. Yeah. No, I think the account's in good shape. I think it's in good shape to go for a Galactic Legend. I think the mods are good. I think this person has definitely paid attention to mods and worked on good mods, you know. So that's a compliment to the account. The fleet side of it is lean, and he's built just like exactly the fewest number of functional ships to make his fleets work in Grand Arena. But I love ships. I could do with a few more ships in this account. So to me, building toward the finalizer gives you a fleet for bounty hunters, gives you some other ships, and then the first order fleet itself gives you another fleet. So that solves your fleet problems going toward 3 million galactic power and also gets you a Galactic Legend. Alrighty, that's probably about enough of that. Let's head on over to the Darth Loquitur account and start scoping out this Grand Arena. Alright, so what do we got? In Grand Arena, our opponent. You guys remember we were in the Fleet Shards sometime and I asked you guys how this name was pronounced, and somebody told me it was Drat Borat, which is, Drat is like Darth, so it's kind of like Darth Borat. So I thought that was pretty cool, but as soon as I saw this name, I'm like, oh man, this is a guy from my Fleet Shard. So I checked, I sent him a message, and indeed it is that guy. And he's going for an SLKR rush. I know that from his account already. So yeah, it wasn't a big surprise what we're facing today. Check this out. Boom. Solid Relic 5. First order. And he does have the #1 fleet in our shard. Like I can barely beat his fleet. And if I'm on offense and I can barely beat the AI, that's some solid fleet. So yeah, his fleet is first order and Geos. So he's got the Malevolence all built up. He's got the ships going for the finalizer event. So he's got the Kylo Ren command shuttle already to 6 stars, the silencer up to 7 stars. So he's got plenty of offense in a way that he can just, you know, plop this Malevolence team down on defense, and I'm probably going to have to fight his Malevolence fleet on defense. So it's a paper, rock, scissors kind of thing. So I put my negotiator on defense, and I said, look, if he puts his malevolence on defense and I can't beat it, then I'll put my negotiator on defense, and I'll hope that he doesn't have enough in the tank to beat my negotiator fleet. But yeah, this guy's in real good shape on fleets. Very threatening. All right. Over here on the character side of things, 8 relic first order. Kylo Ren unmasked, Hux, Kylo Ren himself, Trooper, Stormtrooper, Executioner. Man, he's not that great of a character when you have relics fighting relics, but when he's at relic level, potentially fighting non-relic characters, he's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. And the officer, I mean, of course, we just got to build that. But yeah, I'm sorry, what is 7 relics? So 7 relics that I have to fight against. And he's also got a General Grievous here, because, of course, that's the captain of his malevolence. Got him to 7 stars, gear 11. So we've got kind of a scary Grievous lurking somewhere in the mix. He's got the Geos at gear 12. And I'm looking at this guy's account, and I'm like, man, it is just super lean. Like, he does not have galactic power in anything but like first order, Geos, Grievous. Like, it's really a focused account. It's impressive. It's really impressive, the discipline that this guy's had in building up his account. So I'm an admirer. I'm a fan. I'm a bit scared even, right? And he's got excellent mods, right? He's got mods for days. 16.4 billion health on Kylo Ren. 96,000, almost 100,000 health already. And he's not even Relic 7, he's only Relic 5. So this guy, I think he had a ton of defense on him. Yeah, look at this. So he's got defense, protection, health. I thought he had a defense mod on him somewhere. I guess I misread that. But yeah, just hit points for days. So good characters we got to fight against. Marcus says hello and glad to catch you live. Cool, that's cool. All right. When he gets Watt unlocked, KRU Executioner Watt can take down most 5-man teams with full banners easily. Oh, you just put the weapon tech on Executioner is what you're saying? Get him to ignore armor and just do a ton of damage? Yeah, that sounds pretty solid. All right, so what we did, we did the same thing that we've been doing. We just tried to spread things out enough. And here's my theory, right? So if he puts his big first order characters down on defense, I'm going to have a hard time beating them. But that's going to give him potentially a hard time beating my characters. So that's what I have to work with. And he put down his Geos on the front, in front of ships. And then he did indeed put down this massive block of first order right down here where I got to deal with them. So for this, I think we've got to do the Padme team. It's going to be tough. I almost want to do the Padme team with Ahsoka instead of Kenobi. I'm afraid of how hard this guy can hit, and he may just outright kill Ahsoka and scale his health, which will be bad for us. But I need to be able to remove the buffs off of this guy. So I don't know. I can't decide whether it's better to go Padme with Anakin and Kenobi or with Anakin and Ahsoka. So, let me know what you guys think in the chat before we take on this nasty little battle here. And maybe we can make some good decisions. Padme will easily beat the Kylo Ren unmasked. Troopers can beat crew. Troopers can't beat this crew. No, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Because he will have the taunt, and I don't have anything to remove the taunt. I only have 3 troopers, and each individual attack triggers his health and protection back. So I'm not going to kill him in the opening volley, and once these guys get to go, my troopers are too weak. So if I had 3 Relic Troopers, I would bring in 3 Relic Troopers. But with, you know, 2 Relic Troopers and a really weak Piet, this is not going to go. Not going to go with Troopers. Nabokov says Piet solo. Alright. Padme against KRU makes the most sense. Yeah, Griff, but what do you think about the 3rd character? That's the question that I have. What do you guys think about this 3rd character? Do I do this or this? Because Padme will allow me to work around the Kylo Ren unmasked. If I just have to keep hitting the taunt, it gives him a lot of turns with 3 characters. If I can get around the taunt, then I can get to his executioner and take him out, I think, pretty quickly. And maybe just the big AoE smash is enough to kill the officer behind enemy lines. I don't know. Joey says Kenobi. Stark removes taunt with AoE. He does, but I don't want to AoE in the first volley. That doesn't work. Ahsoka just need to manage health well and use AoE ASAP. Anakin will dispel and please use AoE first. You guys in your AoE first. It's not always the right thing to do. It is against this team, but it's not. In the mirror match, it's not the right thing to do in the mirror match. It is not. You want to save your big hit to remove their protection up stack so that they can't get courage. You know, in the mirror match, it's very unwise to just go in there and smash the AoE. Anakin with dispel, please. Okay. Ahsoka just need to manage health well and use the AoE. Okay. So Griff votes for Ahsoka. Alright. I think that's probably the way to go. Let's get in there and see what we do. Alright. They're going first. Stun my Anakin. Doesn't do any good to try to do that AoE now, does it? Alright. Let's kick him. Let's just try to hit Officer first. That didn't do anything. Look at that. Did nothing. Tickle the Officer. Alright, we gotta commit to him. Alright, there we go. 1 down. Let's get this guy out of here now. Shoot him. Hit him. Okay. Now we gotta heal back up, right? So this will take the buff off of Crew. That'll get us back around to him. Smash him in the head. Big hit. Alright. Kick him in the head. Now, come on, Anakin. Yeah, there we go. Debuff him. Healing immunity for days. Stick that. Don't let that come off of him. Alright. Good. As long as that's the case, we're good. Healing immunity. Alright. I mean, death is fine. Dead Crew. Perfectly fine. Fox first. Yeah, Fox, nah. So this officer is not that good, but he gives people extra turns, and he has that big attack that's super annoying. So he's the easiest one to get out of there, gives them less characters to take turns, and pretty much secures that I'm not going to get killed. Alright, here's Grievous, but Grievous is not in the lead. Grievous is hanging out at the end of a Geo squad with... Is this Poggle lead? Poggle lead. 30% offense. This is interesting, guys. So tell me. General Grievous does damage based on his health. Right? All of his skills based on max health instead of his physical damage. So if you have Poggle in the lead, is it not the case that Poggle increases offense and does absolutely nothing for General Grievous? it doesn't increase his attack power at all, right? It gives him extra offense, which he promptly ignores and does damage based on health. That's my understanding of it. So if that's wrong, you know, you guys can let me know. But I'm interested to know, because I think, you know, the leadership does the 10% health back for droids or whatever. But this part, the Separatist allies, 30% offense, should help Grievous 0. Grievous lead is way better. Yes, that's accurate. Okay. So Griff says, I prefer using Ahsoka for offense, for Dispel and healing, and on defense put Kenobi. Poggle is best to lead Droideka and Magna Guard. Okay, so let's sort out our teams. We have troopers left. We have troopers remaining. We have Darth Vader, and we have, like, Jedi something. So Vader's probably fine here. Let's take a look at his tenacity. I've always got tenacity mods. Dang this player for being so smart. 49%, which will be 110%. Ugh. Yeah, still got a good chance that he buff him, but that's a lot of tenacity. Oh, man. Why does my opponent have to be good? Maybe troopers are better there. So we could do Vader here, troopers up there, Jedi here. What do we think of that? Troopers up top? Troopers up top. That's what I think. Let's get them. Let's get them, boys. Where's that Piet? Now, we did get another gear tier on Piet. He's all the way up to gear 10 now. Yay. And there's much rejoicing. Okay, no need to worry about Grievous since he has no droids to mark. Target him right away. Yep, that's cool. Cool. All right, so we got plenty of likes to get these troopers going. Veers, Stark, Piet. We should have our turn order fixed now because we changed those mods. You guys reminded me. So we got 246 here. We've got tons on Stark, and we've got Veers slowed down so that he's below Piet. So we should be good. Stark first, Piet, Veers, mass assist, kill the brute, go crazy. Yep. Troopers do have enough likes. I could use more likes, though. Like 2 more likes would really put this over the top. Certainly would. It would. Okay. Power up. Let's put this over here on Stark so we can get some extra attacks from him. And let's dump this on the brute and get a kill. Brilliant. Mass attack, area effect, kill the brute alpha, kill Sun Fac, kill the Geo Spy. Like clockwork. Super easy. Not even an inconvenience. Yep. Not even an inconvenience. All right, what do we got here? Ah, phew. I mean, this is still a nasty fleet, right? We've got a relic silencer. We've got a relic shuttle. We've got a high, gear 11 Bosk. So this fleet's no joke, but at least it's not his malevolence. At least it's not malevolence. Paul says, how can you review my account? So Paul, there's a list that we have over on Discord. You'll want to get over on Discord and get on that list. I do prioritize people who are on the Patreon and who are contributing to my channel and helping me out over on Patreon. So if you want to accelerate your account review and move yourself toward the top of the list real fast, it's just a click on Patreon. And some people might not like that I do it that way, but I'm trying to get some more support the money that I get from Patreon, I'm telling you guys, I'm just going to buy a new camera when I get enough money. So it's going to benefit the channel. It's not going into my bank account for new car or anything crazy like that. So yeah, that's it. Get your name on the list, and if you want to get prioritized and move up, then join the Patreon, and that's the route there. Why do you use Patreon instead of the YouTube join button? Because the YouTube join button takes a certain amount of view hours and subscribers and all of that stuff, and I only recently unlocked the subscribe feature, so I started the Patreon before the subscribe feature was available to me. That's why. And it's easier to do giveaways and stuff like that through Patreon, so that's a bit the gimmick there. I do intend to do more stuff with the guys over on Patreon and make that a little more rewarding. I've got the merch going now, so I just got to figure out how to give it away, and we're working on that stuff. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Sorry I'm so slow. I've got a real job and a family and a life, and I can't just run the channel. Okay, so we were going to do Vader here, right? So this guy, and there's a Wat Tambor somewhere in here. I'm going to put him in, put that on Vader, get a few turns going, cull Grievous out of there before he can do anything, kill the Geos. Seems solid. Here we go. Alright, weapon tech goes on Vader. Big surprise there. We've got Palpatine in the lead, so we can go ahead and do this first. Then the Merciless Massacre. And we can go straight to this guy and cull his face. Hit him. Hit him. Battle's over. 54 banners. Clean. Clean like a clinic over here, guys. Alright, and then this one we got to make sure we get Bastila lead, because, you know, sometimes we don't. We got Kenobi over here this time. I don't think that's going to be a problem for us, right? These guys are pretty weak. Somebody's going to get shot in the face. Probably Yoda. I imagine Yoda's going to get shot by that Han. Alright, let's get him in there. Watt may have been overkill. Nah, I would rather take a nice clean 54 banner win than let them have any turns at all. No turns. No turns for you. Alright. Completely clicked off my screen. I'm on a different screen now. Alright, now I'm back. Alright, let's get that Yoda over there. Now let's spread some buffs around. Big hit. Kill him. Stun him. Mass assist. 54 banners. Boys, this is... I've gotten 54 on all three, right? And then whatever we got out here on this first team, I think like 52. So we're not getting underdog banners. We're not getting perfect banners for underdogs. But yeah, that's pretty clean wins. I gotta say, I'm surprised at how well we're doing against this guy. This guy has rock solid characters and teams. Okay, we get one chance at this. One shot. We're going to bring in everything good. Bring in a couple assists if we need them. We've got to hit the Houndstooth first. Single attacks. Mass assist with the spy on the silencer. Once the silencer is dead, we can just muscle our way through the Houndstooth and then finish off whatever he brings in as reinforcements. He's got a lot of galactic power on defense though, so this is going to be a tough battle. Don't know if I'm going to get the win here, guys. Not sure if we're going to get the win. All right, that's good. That's a good start. All right, single attack on this Houndstooth. Don't give him turn meter. Don't ability block me, bro. I'm ability blocked, bro. And he got the taunt up. How did we get turn meter? How did the Hound's Tooth get turn meter? Something happened here that I don't quite understand. Don't quite understand. How did the Hound's Tooth go? That's weird. Okay. Let's do this first because I don't need the healing. And then we're going to go in like... let's just do it this way. Let's just do damage on the Hound's Tooth and try to kill the Hound's Tooth. Because he will get taunt back here shortly. Alright, that's done. That's done. Now this Vader is very threatening as well. Do we kill the Silencer or Vader? I think we got to kill Vader first. That's ugly. That is ugly. Alright, let's hit this shuttle. He doesn't counterattack until he loses protection, so we can hit him a few times. Alright. Now he's got counterattack. Let's get the dodge off of this guy. Give ourselves some turn meter. We just don't want those counterattacks. I hate giving him extra offense. I'm tickling the Silencer. That's a no-no, right? Tickling the Silencer is a no-no. Alright, bring this in. Get this up. Turn meter up. Let's get ourselves back around to something good. That hurt. Kill him. Yeah, that got him. That got him. That got him. Okay, let's get some health protection back here. Finish off this shuttle. Okay. Sunfac doing his job. Look at that Sunfac living through the whole thing. 54 banners again. Whew! Drat Borat making me work. Working for a living, boys. We got it. We got it. 1321 banners. That feels pretty good. Feels like a pretty good clear. All right. Let's catch up on chat now. What may have... please tell me we have an Inquisitor t-shirt on the way. Yeah, Will, I've already got a merch store up and running. It doesn't have a shirt that says Inquisitor, though. You want a shirt that says Inquisitor? I can change the shirts. I mean, I don't. You guys tell me what you would buy on a shirt, and I'll make it that way. I mean, I don't care. I'm not like so stuck on the merchandising or branding that I have like trademarks on stuff. I literally don't care. If you guys tell me I would buy a t-shirt with this graphic and the word Inquisitor written on it, then I'll go make that t-shirt. I mean, it's fine. I'm super easy that way. Like I guess what I'm saying is I don't pretend to think that I'm right. It's all about you guys and what you guys want. All right. Let's see what we're saying over here. There's some question about GLs over here. So what is that? Silencer scares me. Is it worth it? I'm trying to catch up here. Okay, I can't tell. I missed something in chat. I can't catch up. Deploy the lightsaber shirt. Wait, where's the store at? Just make a one size t-shirt. Here, I'll go to the store. We can go to the store. I think. Let's try to get to the store. Well, come on now. Alright, I'm trying to get the link to the store. Trying to get the store loaded here. View my store. Here we go. You know what? I should have been clever and just said look at the last video and the link is in there. But that's a store that I built over on Teespring. You can see what's good. And let me know. Let me know. You know, if my designs stink and you're like, this isn't what I want to buy, tell me. Yeah, I don't care. I would rather build something that you guys want to buy than you know, build something that I think is good and just have it be garbage. All right. So Joe 311 has sent me a couple things over here. That's an account that we can review. Let's get that done, boys and girls. Now, I tried to fix the background music on this one, but you know, tell me if the background music goes crazy on the ALEURA side again. I think we got it fixed, but who knows? Who knows? Bobreggaeman. Bobreggaeman. Dangerous zippers. Interesting. All right. Let's see. Oh, nice. He put a nice comment in the reviews that that he likes my content. That's awesome. You know, guys, that's what really motivates me. I love when people say that I'm actually helping them. That's what we're here for. All right. I thought it would be useful to talk a little bit about the count beforehand. Make sure we've got the right account code here. Yep, that should be it. It looks like we're on the right account code. Looks like I'm on the right screen for once. My current aim is to focus on Fleet Arena heavily, 10 shards away from unlocking Malevolence, farming Houndstooth, Hyena Bomber, Vulture Droid, and Piet and Moff Gideon, and the long-term goal is to get the Sith Eternal Emperor. That all sounds like a rock-solid plan, my friend. That's awesome. Okay. What is your Cassian ship built level? The Cassian ship that I just used on the Loquitur account? It's unlocked. That's all. It's level 1. The pilots are all level 1. It's unlocked and nothing else. It's strictly to come in, strip buffs, pull an assist. That's all it does, and then it dies. Yeah, we'll get that ship. We'll get that ship. We're building this Mon Mothma team. We're going to do something a little different with Mon Mothma. We're literally going to do Mon Mothma, the 3 characters, Jin, K2, Cassian, and then the 5th is going to be Chupio. Because it's a character that we want to build. He can share Mon Mothma's stats. He fits in the team pretty well. And I don't want to build a 4th Rebel fighter right now. That team is coming. We're going to build it. We're going to build it. And it'll work. It'll run. It'll be a good little defensive team for us. As soon as I can commit to it. Within a couple weeks. Maybe I'll just build it next week. We'll see. Okay. Joe Setterfield says, that's me. All right. Cool. So he's in here. He says, nervous and excited for the review. Okay. All right. Well, let's get down to it. So stats are 2 million, galactic power like we talked about, 875 in fleet, 8 to 12 ratio. So yeah, we're in good shape on fleets. Characters 1195. Fleet rank number 75. Of course, that makes us sad. We definitely want to see that better. If he's 10 shards away from Malevolence, we should expect to see that skyrocket to, number 3. The goal, of course, is to be able to climb. Doesn't matter if you keep that. You just got to be able to climb. All right, let's take a look at his inventory. He said he's working on the Hyena Bomber and the Vulture Droid. So we got them both at 5 stars, building them up. Fantastic. Fantastic. You know, Relic Geos, look at this. So when we start with the Malevolence, it's no problem to use Spy, Sunfac, and like the Vulture Droid, and use Hyena Bomber as a reinforcement to come in later, use Soldier. So you can play around a little bit with the order. I mean, you might even do Sunfac, Spy, and Houndstooth in your fleet arena and bring in your other Geo and these guys as reinforcements. And, man, that just crushes stuff, right? Use that as your starting 3 relic ships. Pull in the Vulture Droid, put buff immunity on somebody. Just, wow. Yeah, no, you're going to take over fleet. You're going to be able to climb as far as you want with that. I'm convinced of it. All right, we got the Phantom and the Ghost going. Big's Darklighter ship, so we got our second fleet is a Rebel fleet somewhere in here. And then he's done what a lot of us have done. He's got these ships in the middle where he unlocked them and committed and then didn't finish and has some galactic power tied up in junk. Yeah. Not too much, though, right? 4120 galactic power on that ship. We don't care about that. This one's 17,000. It's a lot, but it's not horrible. Fits into that Rebel fleet okay. So we got some ship bloat, but not horrible. All right. Yeah, and some other good ships in here just to probably use as reinforcements somewhere. These are kind of floating, though, because if you've got a Rebel fleet and this Geo fleet, I'm not really sure why we built these ships. But we've almost got a third fleet going already. Interesting. All right, let's catch up on chat and see what we got going on over here. Hashtagger says spam the super chat and his Teespring instead of chat. Hashtagged. Hey, thanks for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. All right. Build it, build it, build it. Okay. Let's see what we got going on over here in characters. Got a Relic Bosk. Relic 7 Bosk. Woo! That's a big rock on defense. You know, these bounty hunters are good on offense, and I don't know if you use them on offense or on defense in Grand Arena, but with an account like you have, I would have Bosk on defense all the time, just because at this low galactic power, they really have to use a good team to beat this Bosk. He's just hard to get through at low levels. Especially if you've got him modded for a lot of protection. Yeah, look at that. Protection, health. He does better with protection. So if you could change either one of these to protection, it is better to do protection than health. Simply because he gets a whole bunch of benefits while he's at 100% health. His defense is massive, right? He gets 50% max protection, so all of his protection is multiplied, and then he gets 100% defense while he's at full health. So typically you want to stack his protection as high as you can. So that's good, but I might look to change these mods. Even if you have to drop a little bit of speed, probably just give him protection. Yeah, beefy boy. Vader, Grievous at full relic, ready to go for that Malevolent ship. That's awesome. I hope that you have a bunch of prestige in the bank. So if you're not using all of your Squad Arena currency to buy prestige, do that. Because as soon as you get that capital ship unlocked, you want to be able to whack all those skills to, level 6 or wherever you can get them to as soon as you can. And that takes like 1,100 prestige or something like that. So buy that out of the Squad Arena store, stock up. Brood Alpha's Relic, Spy, Sunfac, that's great. I love that. I love Relic Geos. I know some people don't, but I do. I respect that. That's great for fleet right there. That's great for everything. This is awesome. In 3v3, this has got to be nuts beating this in 3v3. That's hard. Relic 5s, that's good. Admiral Thrawn, Palpatine. So I guess just looking for the 2 million galactic power account, having 2 million galactic power, but only, 8 relics, feels a little bit lightweight on relics. Quite a bit of stuff here in the middle. We do have a Padme somewhere down here. We've got an Anakin that I saw up here. Commander Luke Skywalker. We do have clones. We've got clones coming along. So with the Relic 5s and the Shock T with 2 Zetas, I'd build the Shock T up a little more. But if you haven't looked at the idea of the clone bomb team where you just put the Relic 5s in with a bunch of garbage clones and let them do their thing and just you're okay with the sacrifice, I would build that team and just leave it there for a while. Don't go crazy with your clones. That's my thought. Let me check again what he said over here. Houndstooth, Hannibomber, Vulture Droid, and he's going for Piet and Moff Gideon with a long-term aim to get Sith Eternal Emperor. Okay. So what advice do we have for him in terms of characters? And then we'll look at mods. I would do 3 things, right? The first thing I would do, I would get the Padme team up and running. I would commit to this Anakin Relic 7. I would get the Padme up a little more. You know, Kenobi or whoever else you've got on the team, the Ahsoka. It's okay to have them at a little bit lower gear, as long as you've got Padme at gear 10 and, you know, a Relic 7 Jedi Knight Anakin. That's just, it's, I mean, you can see I was able to beat a Relic level First Order team with the Relic 7 Anakin and a couple gear 11 characters. So I would build the Padme team next. And it's not that you want to delay your Sith Eternal Emperor. It's just that you're a little light on relics. You're a little light on teams for being at 2 million galactic power. And I feel like that Padme team is just very easy, right? Get that Padme team up and running. And it looks like you want to anyway. I mean, it looks like the Anakin's almost at relic level. So I would commit to that and do that. The second thing I would do, I would build the trooper team. And you're building the trooper team now, it looks like. But I would commit to that to the extent that I would relic all 3 of the officers if you're going for C. I would relic Gideon. And I would put range trooper in with them. And I would have... range trooper doesn't have to be relic. But I would relic all 4 of those. And I know Gideon is not part of the plan for C. But you will be very satisfied with a relic Gideon. Very satisfied. You're going to be happy with that. And from there, then you just, you know, start finishing out your characters, your Palpatine, your other characters that you need for the Sith Eternal. So I wouldn't rush for C. You've got a good account. It's already good. You can build that trooper team. You can build the clone trooper team. You can build the Padme team. You can build the Imperial troopers. All right, let me catch up on chat. See if I'm doing or saying anything dumb. Hashtagger says, thanks for the great content. Gives me another super chat. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so Joe says, the bounty hunter is on defense and he's a rock. Yeah, that's awesome. Have 1,300 prestige saved up. Again, awesome. Good to know. See you later, Loquitur and friends. I gotta go. All right, see ya. Roxy Bro says bye. All right. Anakin is my next planned relic. After that, I was going to start relicking all the troopers to relic 5. Yeah, so I think we're on completely the same page. Yeah, I think that's exactly what you do. Yep. If you have a hard node to spare, Dark Trooper would be a good option. So in the title, I advertised that I was going to talk about troopers, so I'm just going to talk about troopers right now. Or, you know what? Let's finish the account review out. We'll look at mods real quick, and then we'll talk about troopers. Okay, crit chance, potency, speed, substats. Look at this. What do we got? 293 on Vader. 293. 7,200 damage. Yeah. Vader would probably prefer an offense set instead of this speed set. Crit chance. Yeah, so this is good for making Vader go blazingly fast. So let me just say, if you want a Vader that you can make sure you're going first with Vader without using a Thrawn or a Wat Tambor to kind of, you know, do what you need to do to make him go first. I guess Wat doesn't make him go first, but Thrawn can. Then this is fine. You know, it's not horrible. But typically on Vader, you want to go for an offense set with good speed subs, or you want to go for, if you're going for a speed set, then you're going to want to do crit damage here. And, you know, you could change this set up if you used, imagine that you had a potency set and you had crit damage on a potency triangle and offense on a potency arrow. That would be a fun way to just change up this character a little bit. It'd kind of be a waste of the speed set, but but it would be a fun way to mod him. But I would think about that. I would think about building an offense set for Vader and changing him over to offense and potency. I like potency on the cross, offense on the triangle, speed on the arrow, with offense and potency sets. And just make him hit really hard. He gets extra critical chance while he's in Merciless and extra critical damage. So the crit damage on the triangle gets mitigated a little bit by the fact that he's getting extra crit damage. The offense actually stacks better on damage than the crit damage does on Vader in Merciless Massacre. At lower levels, it's not a bigger deal, but once you start getting higher up, that's pretty much what you want to do is offense and potency. And then you'll still get crits. You'll still get crits, and they'll do tons of damage. All right. This account is quite old. Joined in 2018, played for half a year and then left. Recently came back to the game. Oh, okay. So that's why you might have work to do in your shards, because you're in older arena shards and fleet shards. That makes sense. Okay. That's a good take on Vader. I'll give it a look. All right. General Grievous, health everywhere. 155,000 health. Nothing to see here. Moving on. Brood Alpha. How fast do we have Brood Alpha? 256. Not bad. Got some extra protection and health on him. He benefits a lot from tenacity mods. So you've got a tenacity mod here with a little bit of tenacity on it. I would change this cross to a tenacity set with a tenacity main stat and just go ahead and bump his tenacity up here. With that cross, he gets another 60% tenacity from here. So if you can get him to like 120% tenacity or something like that, then he gets another 60 on top of that, and he's really hard to debuff. Makes it hard for Vader to kill your Geos, so I would do that. Spy, damage on your spy. That's okay. I'm surprised. I would think more damage, right? Offense, speed. If you build your spy this way for all this crit damage and crit chance, I would change this to an offense arrow. I would drop off the speed and put on offense, because he gets 35% turn meter whenever a Geo inflicts a debuff on an enemy during their turn. So when Poggle goes, does his basic, puts on a debuff, gives him 35% turn meter. When he goes and does this, if he gets 3 debuffs with this, then he will take another turn. So you don't really need that much speed on Spy. He either he really needs to go fast so that he goes first on the team and then immediately starts generating bonus turns, or he needs to just be, if you're going straight damage like this, you can afford to switch this over to offense and make him hit even harder. Just an idea for you. Palpatine. All kinds of potency. Yeah, he's being worked on. Nothing to see here. How fast is Thrawn? 305. 325. Nice. That's good stuff. 23 speed there, finished mod. 22 speed, finished mod. 19, still some opportunity. 21, 32, 21. So you still got 3 mods that you could potentially get even more speed. That's probably your best speed set, I'm imagining. And Thrawn is a good character to have your best speed set. Gideon, look at Gideon. Giddy up. 301. Nice. So you got a couple really fast characters. And we already saw Vader. And I didn't look at Bosk's speed, or if I did, I didn't pay attention. 281. It's not bad. We want him to be at least 270 at relic level. 281's okay. The Rex is fast. So yeah, like anything, you could always have some more speed mods in your account, but it looks like you understand that and you know what you're doing. You've got some characters that are rocking on speed, so just keep doing what you're doing. Farm the heck out of this Piet. Work on relicking, some Padme characters and then finish this off, and by then your pet will be 7 stars. Good stuff. Not much else to say. Does anybody else in chat have any comments or things to help Bobreggaeman? Okay. Giddy up. All right, I don't see anything else over here. You need to Relic 5 all the troopers, including Magma Trooper and the other garbage ones. All right, I don't agree with that. All right, so I've had a bunch of trooper questions based on the, maybe the success that people have seen in my account or other accounts with the Dark Trooper, as well as the guide that I just put out that says, if you want good economy early in the game, build the troopers. So here's what I want to talk about with troopers. Range Trooper is the PvE trooper. So PvE is player versus environment. It's whenever you're doing galactic challenges, conquest, anything where it's a preset team. Player versus player, of course, is where you're fighting other people's teams. So Range Trooper is going to be the best trooper to support in terms of doing PvE. When you have 8 waves to clear, getting this, doing steady every 3 turns, getting 40% protection up, they recover 30% protection, gain retribution. So he's just going to constantly keep all your troopers at max protection. So the reason you want Range Trooper in the PvE stuff is that skill. He has tenacity well buffed. We don't really care about any of this stuff. But when trooper allies have a 50% chance to call another buffed trooper to assist, and if you've got Piet on the team, they always have Emperor's Trap. So all troopers are always buffed, and every one of them has a 50% chance to call another trooper when using an ability. And they do less damage, but we don't care because it's another stack of Emperor's Trap. It's another attack. It's just more turn meter for the turn meter train. You can't replace this with any other trooper. There's no other trooper that does that. I just haven't been able to commit to getting this guy to Relic, but I certainly would. Okay? And this is my Relic trooper team right here with all 5 of these guys Relic'd. And this team does 2 million damage in Rancor. Phase 2, throw a character in, get him killed, bring these guys in, drop the door on Rancor's head, and just go crazy with Dark Trooper. If I had Range Trooper, I would take out Stark and put in Range Trooper. So these 6 guys, with Dark Trooper included, these 6 guys make the 2 best trooper teams that you can build. One with Stark for PvE, and one without Stark for raids. Range Trooper stays in. You don't take him out. It's not that Dark Trooper and Range Trooper are the ones that you swap out. Range Trooper stays in. Dark Trooper replaces Stark. In PvP, you want Stark because you want this ability to remove turn meter and make sure that you stay on top of your enemies in PvP. He's a better character for PvP than Range Trooper. Okay, I hope that explains it all. And, I'll have this video and I'll bookmark this segment. And then, for mods and other people, when you get those questions over on Discord, hopefully you can reference this discussion, direct people here, and we can answer that trooper question, with this video. All right. I think you covered everything I would have said, except I'm curious about your trooper talk, said Griff. Okay, well, we've got that now. Joe Setterfield, really appreciate the review. You're welcome, man. I hope it helps. Hope it helps. And for the most part, it's just, do what you were thinking about doing. You're on the right track. There's not a whole lot of guidance to correct, Hey, Loquitur, first time on the stream. I love your beginner guides. I've also been advocating for a strong fleet for the crystal income, and your guide is the only one that covers this. All right. Thanks, fan on the couch. Nice. In PvP, then drop Gideon and run Stark, Dark, and Range. So what Griff is saying is if you have these 6 troopers, when you're actually in a grand arena, the team that you will probably end up running then becomes Piet, Dark, Range, Veer, Stark, and you'll take Gideon out and use his Demoralize in another team to, absolutely dominate people over there. So this Demoralize ability, cutting offense, crit damage, crit chance. This is like a 67% decrease in your opposing enemy's damage. So yeah, you can sort him out, use him as a utility character in just about any team in the game that can run with 4 characters. Your Vader team, a Galactic Legend killer team, anywhere where you want to use him. So that's a very good point, Griff. I'm glad you brought that up. That's an addition to the trooper discussion, that the Gideon can actually also be the float character. Now, for a long time, Shore Trooper was a recommendation, and Shore Trooper is very good. He's definitely outclassed by Dark Trooper, but he's still a good character to build. So at some point, he is another character that starts with taunt. He's a pre-taunt character. And there's a lot of times where you just want to throw this guy in. Okay, I just want him to take the first hit. I don't care if he dies. So Shore Trooper is now more of a dark side speed bump. You just throw him in wherever. He doesn't really go with the trooper team. Okay, enough said on that stuff. Using Gideon elsewhere would be ideal. He works great in Galactic Legend counters with Vader. Yep, perfect. Good stuff. And when you do his drain, you can't drain Vader's turn meter. So Vader gets a huge boost out of that. I believe. I do believe. Or is it only... I better check because I'm not... I'm suddenly not sure if I'm speaking out of turn there. Vader's turn meter thing, is that only opponents or is that everybody? Okay, let's see. Well, Darth Vader... Oh, no, that's not it. Is this it? Vader is immune to turn meter reduction. So yeah, I think that works with Gideon too. Gideon drains everybody's turn meter, but not Vader. So it's really a cool trick to make Vader super fast. Super fast. Okay, well, let's get into the Grand Arena over here on this main account then. Let's see what we got in store. Let's see. Let's check feats here real quick. What do we got for feats? We got some squad arena stuff that we got to do. Fleet without... Yeah, I still got to do my without reinforcements. Let me set up for that. So for anybody who's never done this before, one way that you can set yourself up is to put a complete garbage fleet in here and just let yourself be killed. So we can put in the Radis, and then we go down here and we put in, like, a good ship. Not that good. Where's the other Millennium Falcon? Come on, guys. I know I've got another Millennium Falcon. So there it is. Raise Millennium Falcon. We'll put in this. We'll put in this. Put in this. A couple other reinforcements that are garbage. And 196,000 galactic power and fleet. We'll just let that ride overnight, and when I come in tomorrow, I should be like 62nd place in fleet or something crazy. And then you can work your way up from there and complete some of these feats with not pulling a reinforcement with a good fleet. So you just kind of force feed yourself down the ladder. All right, we'll leave that overnight and see how many places we can drop. Okay, back to Grand Arena feats. Let's see. Commander Luke or Wedge. So I think Commander Luke is on defense. So we could throw Wedge in somewhere if we get a solo. Just throw in a Wedge. Get that taken care of. Okay, let's take a look at our opponent for today. Stats 5.1 on galactic power. About the same ships, about the same characters. Even matchup across the board. If we look at ships, we've got Rebel ships up here, Galactic Republic stuff. All of the guys that you would expect to be Relic. It's just, you get used to seeing the same thing at the top. Negotiator 7-star. Malevolent 7-star. Finalizer 5 stars with Relic Hux. good to go. All kinds of backup fleets. So he's got 3 good fleets and 3 other fleets with plenty of ships to back it up, you know. Best fleets are probably Rebel, Galactic Republic, and some kind of Empire fleet that he's got going on. So definitely has enough ships to challenge us. In terms of characters, 2 Galactic Legends with SLKR and Jedi Master Luke. Once we see the Jedi Master Luke, we know that we can't put any Galactic Legends on defense. Can't give anything away for that free. General Skywalker. We got Lucifer here. Check it out. I'm gonna start calling Rey Lucifer. That's it. So for anybody who doesn't understand, light side unaligned force user Rey. And I'm just going to pronounce that Lucifer. So from now on, whenever I say Lucifer, that means Jedi Training Rey. Just trying to change it up. Maybe it's funny for somebody. It's amusing for me. So I'm going to do it. General Skywalker here. Jedi Knight Luke, Kenobi, Revan. Other Revan, Malik. Padme team. Commander Luke with 2 Zetas. Grievous. Relics for days, boys. Relic for days. Jango Fett, Relic 2. So it looks like he's maybe going for that Kenobi as well. Princess Leia down here. All kinds of stuff. Geo's. A lot more Gear 12s than I think I have. And it's funny. When you look at your own account, it doesn't feel like you have this much stuff. When you look at your opponent's account, you're like, man, that's a lot of stuff. He has more stuff than I do. So yeah, on the comparison, we're pretty close on characters, but it feels to me like he's got more stuff. And you know, whoever has more stuff usually wins. And he's a Kyber combatant, right? So he knows what he's doing. He fought a little bit and then stopped, but I don't see any dropped battles. So pretty much just cleared the front wall, cleared my Geos over here. Like, he knows what he's got. He can plan out his teams. He can think about it. So now he's probably like, okay, I'm going to let the opponent play. I'll see what he does, and that'll give him a lot of information about what he needs to clear. And if I get held up somewhere and I don't get a full clear, then he can say, you know what? I don't even have to worry about the back wall at all. I can just clear these zones and win. So he's probably going to wait for me to play before he finishes at this point. He just cleared to see the back wall, I'm guessing. That took me forever to figure out in the last thumbnail. What are the best clones to use with Shock T? The 501st. There's 4 501st clones. There's Echo, Rex, 5s, and ARC Trooper. I don't have any reason to believe that we're better off trading those out for the Bad Batch troopers just yet, because the Bad Batch has a lot of synergy among themselves. But maybe, you know, putting in Echo instead of the ARC Trooper or something like that might be good, or putting in the new Echo instead of the old Echo. I don't know. I just feel like for now the old 501st are probably the best with her. Gear 10 nuked. All right, let's see. So what he put on defense. Let's just go through real quick what I did on defense. So what I did here is I put a couple good teams up front. You know, just something to make him use teams, and the Grievous team to steal some banners. And then what I've been doing is I've been putting together a 12 relic back wall, and I've just been making this. It's not end game great stuff, but it's triumvirate that you got to try against. It's CLS that you got to do something against. It's this Kylo Ren team you got to do something, and then this team is just kind of a throwaway of relic characters. But yeah, I keep changing up this back wall, and I keep getting holds back here. So that's the strategy. That's what I keep doing. These teams are, again, they're just throwaway teams, but they're good enough that you pull teams. He's got to use something against these teams. So it's not for free that he gets to fleet. And then he's still got to fight back here. All right, what did he do? He did the Darth Revan with Malik and Bastila. So this looks like where we're going to end up using SLKR. Here he's got the CLS team. So we're going to have to talk about how to beat that. You guys might have to help me a little bit. We used, what did we use on this last time? Did we use troopers on this? And just smash through them with troopers? I feel like we did, right? I feel like we used our trooper team with Dark Trooper and just blasted Luke in the face at some point. I think that might be what we do again here. Here we've got a Relic 8 Kenobi. So I don't know if I want to do the mirror match. Let's check and see if this is a nestable kind of thing. Let's see, 60% potency, so that's fine. Not afraid of him. Padme might have potency, might be able to stun me, but not afraid of, no, not afraid of her either. So yeah, I think Kira and Nest against this team. Probably. We'll try it. We'll see if we can get a bunch of free banners, or a bunch of cheap banners anyway. And that'll allow me to save some good stuff for over here. These teams are all okay. Don't have any trick teams that I see. This is going to be a team that we have to take seriously. This is not too bad. This is, you know, it's Grievous. This is slow Django, or just, you know, a Relic Django doing damage. No, he's not slow. It's pretty annoying when they put a super slow Django in this team, because then he just soaks like sickening amounts of damage. So this is, yeah, this is just going to be about being able to remove that, kill Droideka. Shouldn't be too bad of a Newt team to fight. All right, but I like this Nest battle. I like trying to see right away if we're going to get free banners. So let's get Miss Kira in here to lead Miss Nest, and we'll get this battle churning while I go check chat and catch up over there and see if anybody's got anything fun to say. Target Mr. Anakin. And we, oh boy. Don't lock up, don't lock. Oh, we just want to do basics here. We don't want to risk that the area effect sets anybody off. So we're just going to do basics and let that work. We'll hit Kenobi a lot. We'll hit Anakin a lot. It'll remove buffs a lot, and that's what we want to do. All right. Health gain. Get your health back. Come on, girl. Get your health back. There we go. Get it back. She didn't get protection back. I guess we... Oh, the anti-crit. We didn't crit Anakin on that hit, so we didn't get any protection back, which... That's dangerous for us. That's dangerous. But we've got Anakin getting low. Let's hope on our next actual turn that we can do something with him. Not yet, not yet. Okay. Okay, let's get Anakin. All right, let's catch up on chat over here. I can't stop watching the battle. I'm fascinated by it. I'm like, I can't look away. I can't look away. It's too much drama. All right, come on. Get your health back. Come on, counterattacks. Get your health back, girl. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. There we go. Oh, no. Didn't get it. Now we're going to target Kenobi. So we don't want to attack Anakin out of turn right now. We don't want to give him any extra protection up. We do not want to attack him out of turn. So we're just going to keep targeting Kenobi. And now we're just going to try to hit Anakin out of here. We don't get him. All right, let's put it back on auto. Keep targeting Kenobi. All right, now we got to go back and hit Anakin. We gave him the bonus protection, so now we got to try to... Now we got to try to get back on him and get his health down. He's not close enough to getting killed anymore. All right. Almost halfway. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 45 seconds gone. Come on. Why are you killing Padme? Do not kill Padme. It's only Kenobi and Anakin that you're allowed to attack. Stop attacking Padme. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. That's the problem. We need to be on basic. Don't time out on me. Come on. Get this damage cycled up. Cycle up this damage. We're doing sickening amounts of damage by now. We just got to get over here and... Oh, man. Come on. Why are we killing Padme? I guess when Kenobi doesn't have taunt and we get a counterattack, it goes on Padme. Oh boy. If we counterattack her in the wrong spot again, we're going to lose this. Because Anakin... There we go. Alright. Now we're good. Get this over on Padme now. Sickening amounts of damage, boys. Sickening amounts of damage. Alright. Let it run. Alright. Dark Trooper wrecks the CLS team. Veers Dark Piet. Yep, that's it. Relic 8. Kylo Ren is nasty. OG Finn and Resistance Bros. Can't Nest solo. Nest cannot solo against Padme. Don't do it. You can try it. You'll lose. So the reason why you have to take in Kira has to do with the protection recovery. So Kira offers recovery of Enfys Nest's regular green protection. So at the moment when Nest takes her turn, she loses all of that purple bonus protection, and the next character to take a turn, if they're hitting her only on her health, she will die. You have to have that protection recovery to make sure that Anakin and Padme can't just get in a lucky hit and kill your Nest. So no, don't ever try to solo with Nest. I tried to do it one time where I put in a tenacity lead against Padme. I've tried it more than once, putting in a tenacity lead against Padme, and you lose every time. You lose every time. All right, now we want to select a trooper squad for this, I hear. All right. Our troopers have been MVP in this round of 3v3. This Dark Trooper has just been so much fun for me, and I don't even care if he loses. It's just like, it's so much fun hitting people that hard. And this Veers is still fast. So I'm leaving this Veers fast because I like it also that I can take a matchup like this. Piet will go, way ahead of everybody. And then Veers is fast enough that there's no gap. And he gets to call the mass assist, and the Dark Trooper gets to attack. And this is a good turn order for, for troopers at this level. All right, let's get in there. All right. I'm facing the same battle, but their Padme is 77% potency and Nest is 145. Do you think that could win? There's a risk that if she kicks you exactly at the right time and you can't take turns and get your protection back, that you can definitely lose that. All right, we just take out Luke, right? Bam. Go again, Dark Trooper. Bam. That is so satisfying. I can't even explain. I love this Dark Trooper. It's just silly. It's just silly. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. So we got Relic 4, Relic 4, Relic 5. So this can probably be Kylo solo, right? We're not going to have enough damage to get rid of Kylo solo. So let's do that. Let's do that. All right, we'll hit Bastila first. We'll do this to kill Bastila. Going according to plan so far. Do this to kill Revan. And then just you and me, Malik. Bonk. Oh, let's do that. All right, good stuff. SLKR solo time, says Griff. Yup. Nice. Yeah. So there's, just to finish that off, because I kind of got distracted in the middle. But yeah, the Padme thing, it's a small risk. If it's Anakin that's way over and can get his debuffs on you, that's more of a problem. That's more of a problem. All right, so we've got Lucifer on the back wall here. That team looks exactly like the team that I had last week. Right? A Relic 7, Gear 12, and a Relic 3. That's exactly the team that I was trying to play last week. Except there's no way his BB-8 is as fast as mine. 293 without speed. 293 with no speed. And defensive. Okay, guys, this is weird. What are we doing? What is this? Tenacity, defense, health, brick wall. What? I don't understand. Okay. I guess. 309 speed. He is pretty fast. Look at that guy. So he's got a fast Lucifer, a fast, and a mediocre veteran smuggler Han. But you almost have to kill Hugler. I think I just called him Hugler. Veteran Hugler. It's a combination of smuggler and Han. A veteran Hugler. Oh, nice. Okay, then we got a rebel team down here somewhere. We've got Geos here. What is this? That's not Brood Alpha, is it? Brood Alpha Gear 12. Yeah, okay. I feel like this is probably a Kylo Ren. We can probably just old school Kylo Ren here, right? I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuns. Does he stun? Take down. Stun them for 1 turn. Deal physical damage, stun them. That's subject to potency. Yeah, so he's going to stun me. Do we care? Can we old school Kylo Ren this? Live through the stun? 52 speed down. Expose. I don't know. I don't know if we can solo that or not. That might be a dicey thing. Hugler is going to stick with me forever. Built her to be a tank. Veteran Hugler must be a hugger. Okay, so let's try to figure out what teams we're going to use where. So when I was trying to use my JTR last week, you guys kept telling me that doesn't work and that doesn't work and that doesn't work. And so what beats? I mean, if we bring in the Padme team, we just crush this team, right? Padme just smashes her in the face because she can't manipulate her turn meter in any way and can't take it away or whatever. So, right? And then we just do the big smash and hit here and take away all their buffs. And so Padme beats this, right? No problem. This shouldn't be hard to beat. Do I need my Padme team somewhere else? No. Does JTR beat this? Guys, does JTR beat this? Because my BB-8's Relic now, boys and girls. Check this BB-8. Check it, yo. There he is, 339 speed. Relic 7. Look at this damage. Look at this damage, guys. Oh, 5,000. Never mind. You'd think it'd be better, but does this beat Grievous? I feel like it might, right? Like it might? No? Probably not. I don't know. Padme beats that. Kill Vet Han first. JTR will not beat droids for any decent banners. Yeah. So I have my Sith Eternal. The other thing we could do... I mean, Sith Eternal could just come in here and wreck this, right? We link these two and then just you know, yawn and go to sleep and wait for the alt? Isn't that the way this should work? So we can do this. We don't need him somewhere else, do we? And I don't feel like I even need a tank. We just do that and we're done. And that's going to beat Ray, right? There's no way she does enough damage to us being built as a tank. And then we zap, and then all we got left is BB-8. So I think we do this. I think we just get this battle out of the way. You know what? I'm going to save that just in case I mess up one of the battles up front. But we're going to do C here. We're going to do something down here. We'll clean this up. I don't really have too much fear of this back wall. That means that we can go in here with Padme, and we'll clear out this front wall, and we'll get to ships. We'll see what we've got back there, and then we'll go finish up the bottom. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do here? We like kicking him right out of the box. Let's see. Do some area effect. Do a mass assist over here. And I know people are going to yell at me to kill B2 instead of B1. I get it. I know you guys are going to say that. I don't think that's the right way to play this matchup. I think we just get B1 out of here. Because whenever I kill B2 when I'm taking Padme against Grievous, they just do so much healing that I can't ever get to him. Okay, let's be careful about how we do this. Let's do that. Okay, alright. Clear off these debuffs. We're just going to hit like this. Get some health back. Do the big smash. Why not? Finish killing this guy. Kick to the face. Low banners. Always Grievous banners thieving. In 3v3, killing B1 is the correct move. In 5v5, always take down B2 first. Oh, okay. Griff agrees with me. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Is this a dream scene? I'm gonna wake up like Twilight Zone music playing somewhere. Griff agreed with me. How does that happen? I'm just joking, man. I love you, Griff. You're awesome. Griff and I had an awesome conversation about Cat last night, so I'll recap some of that with y'all if you wanna hear about Cat, because that was a pretty fun conversation. All right, let's see. Ooh, this is another Watt opportunity, right? Because we could bring in Vader and Watt and deal with this pretty easily. Yeah. What else? Does JTR beat the Night Sisters? This has got to beat Night Sisters, right? Like we just run circles around them. Take away turn meter, do all kinds of crazy stuff. This has got to beat Night Sisters. Do we have some kind of health recovery? We have health recovery in this team, right? Do expose, resistance, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not. Okay, secret intel, insight, foresight, dodges, BB-8. Self-preservation, roll with the punches, convert data, potency, intel. So we don't really have a good way to get rid of plague, do we? This gives us protection back. So do we just lose to the plague then because of that? Hand wave the zombie first. Only health recovers from Illuminated Destiny. Okay. We're going to try it. We're going to experiment a little bit here, boys and girls. We're going to experiment with this Lucifer team. The Lucifer team. I feel like it should be able to take out these Night Sisters. Alright, Wiggle. You said hand wave this zombie. Alright. And then Talzin is the Lesser Night Sister. So we're just going to call this and then get another attack. And then Plague. Alright. Death number 1, Wiggle. Too much Plague, Wiggle. Secret Intel, more Plague. Hand Wave. Smash Talzin. Alright, now let's go for DACA. Big area effect attack. Now we got zombie to deal with again. Kill zombie. Kill DACA. No, come on. Come on. We gotta kill this DACA. Hand wave the zombie. Big attack here. Oh man, come on. Kill DACA. Why won't you kill DACA? Okay. Ah, yikes. And all that stuff resets and they have turn meter on me and I didn't back out. I was foolish. 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 Alright. We can do this. And Moff Gideon. And who else do we have that's an excellent bounty hunter here? Mando. And we can get rid of Plague with this team because of grief. You know, sweeten the deal. Health and protection recovery. So we can get rid of the Plague with this team. They'll still stun us a lot. But we can at least get rid of the Plague. That failed pathetically. I think I was close. I think if DACA hadn't dodged, we might have had it. All right, let's get taunt going. Let's use the mass assist here to try to get some stacks going on our yeah, the whatchamacallit, the bounty hunter thing. Contract. The contract. That's what we want to call it. We want to call it a contract. Okay. Let's get rid of these plagues now. And immediately get plagues back. But there's nothing you can do about that. Taunt. Let's try to get this contract off, guys. We're at 60% on the contract. That's no good. All right, let's get DACA out of here. Really, DACA is just so beefy. All right, let's just get the contract. All right, now let's get back health and protection. Now DACA is going to be disintegrated, and now you're trying to steal banners from me again. Stop stealing banners. You animal. All right. I think we got him back for a whopping 34. Yeah. Got to learn to use Lucifer. You know, it's just, I just don't know how to use that team yet. Got to figure it out. All right. We got Vader. Who do we want to Vader? I mean, this we could, I think we could just crush this with Vader, right? No, because we got this guy damage immune. So we could bring Vader down here. Vader this. What does that leave us up here? Maybe the leftover trooper team? Maybe we do some kind of leftover troopers. Empire. Empire? Something like that. What does that get us? Cuts down damage, stuns. Stark can do damage. Pay the toll. Area effect. Buff removal. Damage reduction. Don't know. don't know. Maybe we just better play it safe and do like this. Because then we can kick, we can... That's not what I want. That's definitely not what I want. Something like that, guys? What do you think? Does that kill the... Does that kill this team? It better. It feels like overkill. If that team can beat this team, then I feel pretty sad. Alright, let's get in there and give this a try. Let's do... I don't know if we even want to drain turn meter yet. Do we? We could get the first gun ray out of the way. You know what? Let's save it. We're going to save it. We're going to hold on. We're going to kick him and just try to kill this droideka quite quickly. Okay. Let's do that. Zappy. Alright. We got to get back to Thrawn and get rid of these newts. Not much turn meter to drain over there, so we're going to finish that off. Do he still have damage immunity? No. He's out of damage immunity. Let's get rid of the newts. Let's go ahead and drain turn meter. Why not? Make sure we get a couple more turns here. Cut his armor. Let's feed this over to Gideon. Get another big shot. Zap him. Kick him. Alright, we don't care about the newts at this point. Do the area effect, get a couple hits on these guys. Shoot the Jango. Zap the Jango. Carve his armor in half. Pay the newts. Oh wow, the armor didn't work because it killed him. Alright. Zap. Done. Drain turn meter, fractured, droideka would work. Hopefully Palpatine stuns Jango. We worked our way through it. We got enough control with that team that we worked our way through it. Alright, that leaves me with Vader. And... you know, let's put the tank in here and just... let's just overkill it. Because I've still got troopers. I've still got the Sith Eternal. I need Wat Tambor with the Sith Eternal. We've still got a First Order team here. We've still got some other characters. So I feel like just overkill it and make sure we get through to the back wall. Alright, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Alright. Merciless Massacre. Do this on Dooku so he can't fight back. Let's see. How can we actually call this Magna Guard? Yup. Alright, bam. And then let's hit Dooku. Alright. It was way overkill. It was way overkill. Called out that Magna Guard, though. Alright, so on defense, we have the Empire fleet down here, with Vader in the starting 3. Interesting. And then here we've got First Order fleet on defense, which... that, I mean, I feel like I can take my First Order fleet here and probably beat this up pretty easily with stuff. I saved my Malevolence for offense this time, so I've got Grievous on offense, so I figure First Order down here, Grievous up here, clean up anything that we need to. Alright, so let's use Night Sisters against the against Lucifer. Alright, let's just do this and Watt and be done with it. Battle. Let's fight. Use wedge with C for the feet. Oh, I didn't do it. You guys are right. I definitely should have thrown wedge in here for the feet. You guys are right. I wasn't quick enough reading chat. Oh, man. It pains me to see the First Order fleet on defense. Interesting. All right, let's just confuse people. Yep, let's just keep them confused. All right. We actually don't want to kill him, right? We want to wait till the ult. Don't we? Or do we? Watt's holding up. Look at Watt. He's a little hero over here. He usually dies in like 4 seconds, but I guess today he's in good shape. I guess today Watt is going to stay with us. Who knows? Maybe Wedge would have stayed with us too. How awesome would that have been? Bang. Done. That team did no damage. Alright, well, live and learn. Do we have another team here? Yeah, I feel like we could do Hux, this, and then we can throw our wedge in here. Right? Can we do that? We can do that. And I feel like this is fine. Feel like this is fine. Okay. Let's take Stick Ray and try to kill her right away. Kill everybody. Everybody dodges. Interesting. Alright. Get on over here. Bang. Bang. Get in there. Keep attacking. Kill everybody. Come on, Kylo. You can do it. We don't even want to do that because I don't want to take the damage over time off of him. Okay, let's put this back over on him. Get back his protection for full banners. 50 banners. Of course, we lost Wedge and didn't get it on Dude Man. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Rebels, we got to kill him first, then Leia. Let's do clones. Send in the clowns. Where are the clones? Where are the clones? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. All right, let's get this going on. Let's target this Captain Han Solo. We'll go ahead and use the taunt for now. Give that over to 5s. All right. Take the beatings. Come on, ARC Trooper. Don't die. What am I saying? Go ahead, ARC Trooper. Feel free to die anytime. Anytime you like. Wow, that Han is pretty salty. Look at him. He's soaking hits like a madman. Let's put the taunt back up. If we trigger the sacrifice from an area effect, I'm fine with that. Don't mind it at all. We don't want to use that yet. Do we? If we do that, then he's just going to resurrect her. So we'll do this to give my other guys turns. Kill Han like that. Do that. And then we'll do the aerial assault, kill her. And then we'll get over here and start working. Now she's going to probably try to steal my banners. Look at her. Look at her stealing banners. For no reason whatsoever. The battle's lost. It's time to flee the planet. And Leia thinks it's a really good idea to steal banners. Die. Okay. Get on out of here, rebels. The clones attacking the rebels is kind of weird. It's kind of, you know, one of those things that happens. I left these Geos. I hope I don't stall out against the Geos. I must have something that beats Geos though, right? Let's see. Oh man. Did I throw too much good stuff away and now I'm stuck against Gear 12 Geos? That would be embarrassing. That may be what just happened, though. Wasn't paying attention. Okay. Let's see. What can we think of for a Jedi team or any kind of team? We need enough damage to get through them, right? So we could do like a bounty hunter thing. Do Aura Sing with him and him. Dooku and armor. I think I threw my Dooku away already. I already gave away my Dooku. Yeah, let's try this. Let's see if this can get something done against Gear 12 Geos. Do Bastila with Harris and Ahsoka. Alright, let's just take turns, try to get this contract up and going. Let's do this first. Oh man, they're attacking Queel. Get off my Queel. Alright, they're attacking my Aura. Get off my Queel. Don't kill my... Oh, he's dead. Alright, there we go. Let's do that. Let's do that. They're just getting too many turns. Good gravy. Okay, back out. Alright. I don't know if that worked or not, but... Rex executed. Oh boy. Yeah, I pushed the X on my leave the battle and it just takes forever to leave the battle. It doesn't like to exit right away. Back out. Alright, yeah guys, I wasn't paying attention to that Geo team. I didn't save anything specifically to beat that Geo team. Got overconfident, I think. We gotta have something with enough synergy to take these guys out though, right? Like... we can do that, right? Or should we put in the armorer instead of... Does the armorer help here? This doesn't have enough damage, does it? I mean, we're definitely at a lack of damage. That's the problem. We need more damage. I'm not sure Ahsoka is the right tool for the job. Who do we have that can kill these guys? Night Sisters? Do we think Night Sisters could have enough to pull this off? We could do Barriss. We could do Bastila, Ahsoka, and Hermit Yoda. That puts a little more damage into the equation. Right? What are your Night Sisters like? My Night Sisters are pretty bad. Pretty bad. Stark has area effect. Should we save Hermit Yoda and do some kind of crazy thing with Hermit Yoda and Stark and Armorer? Just kind of do something weird and give him the armor and give him the... So he could remove turn meter from him. I don't know. I need a good tank. Man, I feel like I'm I feel like I misplayed this. I feel like I misplayed. Daka and Zombie. Talzin, Daka and Zombie. Okay, well let's try this little Jedi team first and see what they've got, if they've got any sauce, and then we can try the Night Sisters. You know, we can try some stuff. All right, so let's do this with Ahsoka. Get her ramping up on damage. Let's just try to kill this soldier. Get Ahsoka over there to kill the soldier. Come on. All right. Man, they just take a lot of turns. It's just too many turns with this team. Okay. Come on. Get rid of that off of the brute. Stun the brute. No stun on the brute. Okay. Alright, Ahsoka, it's up to you. You gotta just massively counterattack these guys. Okay. Let's see. Soldier, go down. Oh no. Get off my Hermit Yoda. No. Yoda abuse. Alright, get her over there again. She can take some beatings again. Come on, counterattack, Ahsoka. Get in there. Counterattacks. Counterattacks? No counterattacks. Oh boy. Now they're back on Hermie Yoda again. Can I kill somebody with this Ahsoka? I don't think so at this point. But is it better to leave them with turn meter and no skills, or is it better to play this out? Battle meditation gave you counters. Why would she counter? Bastila is dead. I know, guys. Just trying to figure this out. Okay. Just can't get a big enough hit in here. If I thought I could kill this Brute Alpha and then just quit out, or time out. So if I killed that, they kill me. I don't think I have enough to kill this, but I kind of want... Preloaded turn meter versus half gone protection. Without a character dead, it doesn't seem worth it. But I don't want to reload Spy's... Because Spy just used his execute, right? I think. Back out. Everybody's like, back out. GBA has heal ready. Alright, we'll forfeit. Alright, so let's take Night Sisters in here. That. That. And then Daka. It's a pretty sad Night Sister team. Pretty sad. But we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. The opponent is attacking now. Alright, let's do that. Let's get Plague on them right away. That'll inspire them to use the heal, but there's not much we can do about that. Alright, kill that zombie. We'll do that. Okay, come back, zombie. Get some Plague on this guy somehow. Let's all attack. Why not? Okay. No good. Nothing. Next time we die for good. Alright. Gotta keep attacking that. That's it, boys. Go after that zombie. Not the Daka. Daka equals not zombie. The zombie's absolutely destroyed. Done. Just takes too long. I think that one went through. I don't think there's much we can do about that. All right. In any case, we just made it harder. Yep. Yep. Should have went back there and just beat the Geos. Well, I don't know. I guess we could have done something else with the Dooku team and saved the Vader for the Geos and done that and been in better shape. Yeah, probably could have done that. Ah, come on. Click the right thing. Get in there. Take a look. Yeah, the opponent's attacking now. Yeah, he's clearing me out. Oh, we got a hold, boys. We got a hold. Got a hold with that Mon Mothma team. All right. It looks like we did get out in time. Doesn't look like that registered. So that's good. What leadership do we have that can boost his damage? What leadership do we have that can boost? Let's see. Let's just, you know what? Let's just look at leaders. Leaders. Let's see. What do we have for leaders that could potentially boost damage? 40% defense, 50%, and 30% offense while below 50% health. So as they're killing me, I get better. So the armorer, this doesn't help me at all, right? Clone troopers, protection. Each clone trooper, they have blah, blah, blah. I mean, we could do that. We could do Shock T. No, that's not going to work. We could do her, and who else do we have that's a Mandalorian? Do we have any Mandalorian that's at least, you know, in any way, shape, or form good? Use that. That. And this. And just try to counterattack him to death. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Just try to counterattack him to death. Alright. Get in there and try wacky stuff now. Alright. There you go. Get in there. Oh, never mind. Let's see. Let's do the area effect. Sure, why not? Alright, give that over to him. Bang. Lots of counterattacks coming your way, Geos. Okay. Counterattacks? I shouldn't have done that. That was a waste of space. Alright. Counterattacks. Counterattacks, counterattacks. Wear them out. Wear them out, boys. Wear them out. Alright, he's going to do the heal again right now. Nope. No, he's not. Let's just put it in auto. Maybe auto was a bad idea. There's the heal. Counterattacks, boys, counterattacks. Counterattacks. We need counterattacks. All right. Counterattacks. I just keep yelling that. It's really not doing me any good, but all right. Area effect. All right, big damage, big damage. As soon as that brute dies and I have to start dealing with another brute, he's not going to have the armor shred on him, and that's going to be bad for me. Okay. We'll do this on manual for now so that he doesn't keep doing the buffs up. Just keep counterattacking, just keep counterattacking. Just keep counterattacking. We're making progress, guys. We're making progress. We should have the AoE up now. Do we have the area effect? Not yet. Not yet. Keep counterattacking. Too much healing. Get out of here with that healing. Do not kill this brute yet. Alright, now we got the area effect, right? Okay, area effect. Get damage. Staggers. Counterattacks. Oh, come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's do this. Best to save the AoE. Well, if you save the AoE, that doesn't help because you have to get their health pool down. You have to reduce their health pool. Every time you attack, they're going to rebalance it. So it doesn't really matter when you do the AoE. Alright, is AoE back up again? Let's see. Nope. We'll do this. Now we'll give ourselves buffs up. Watch this. We're gonna do buff up and then the big area effect. Alright. Come on. Come on, get him. More big counterattacks. That didn't do anything. Wow. Wow. All right. We're making progress though. We're going to let this go. We're going to let it go all the way down to the last second. All right, get him. Get him. Get him, boys. Get him. You can do it. You can get him. No, no healing. Stop the healing. If I had another half hour on this battle, we could get it done. We could get it done. Just another half hour. Okay. If only you didn't use Hoda. Yeah, I guess if I'd have done that combo with Hoda and the armorer, that might have worked. Master's training might have sealed it. Yep. Won't hear anything else the rest of my day except counterattack. Go, guys, get in there. All right. I think I'm going to be done with that for now. I messed up my own GAC, I think. All right, he's picking off everything. He's got something going on the back wall. Did we get a hold back here? We got a hold with Kylo. We're using up his teams. Maybe we'll hold something. All right, what were we going to do back here? We were going to do first order here. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. This, and this. First order, fleet. Get in there against this guy. Where's Stick Ray when we need her now? All right, let's get over here and hit this. guy with some missile. Stun Vader. Now we'll pull an assist over here and stun this Hound's Tooth. Pass the turn meter over. Vader down, Vader down. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Okay, so far so good. Everybody's burning. Let's give him a tickle on the shoulder. Let's go ahead and ability block him. Let's bring in this Plo to get off this fire because we don't like being on fire. Taunt to this guy. Damage over times to everybody. For anybody who doesn't know, I do that mainly to get damage over time on my own guys so that I can trigger more instances of 15% damage on my silencer. Is this a kill? That's a kill, right? Done. Let's pass this over again. Just keep working. And then pull an assist. Or just do area effect. It's going to be a long time before he goes. I think we're going to kill him. Let's pull an assist over here. Let's keep working. This should kill him. Come back to him with a big hit. That should be battle. 64 banners. That's okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Come in here. Malevolence. Malevolence. Save Geos or use Geos? I think we'll go ahead and use the Geos and not save the Geos back. So we'll just do that for reinforcements. And then we'll have the whole Empire fleet if we need it. This for an assist if we need it. Okay. That's not going to work though. Let me think about this for a second. We need Spy. We need Spy to pull the mass assist right away so that we can get rid of that silencer. We do not want silencer. So let's pull in the Spy. And we'll have to trust that the Hyena Bomber can do its job. Nah, that's too risky. I can't risk losing the Spy right. Okay, we'll just play it this way. We'll just play it this way and outlast him. All right, get in there. I might have totally missed it, but is your finalizer 5 or 7 star on your main account? 7 stars. 7 stars. When I built the First Order fleet, in my experience, the finalizer was ineffective until 6 stars, and even at 6 stars, it wasn't that great. When I got it to 7 stars, that's when it became a competent fleet that I could rely on to do great things. So for me, the finalizer is a fleet that you're either going to commit to all the way and you're going to do that thing, or it's a fleet where you say, you know, I'm just going to get it at 5 stars, unlock it for Kylo Ren, and that's all I'm going to do with it. So all or nothing. That's my vote on First Order fleet. The building it up part way was not effective. Was not effective. Okay, this taunts both, and then we can just get on the shuttle and kill it. Okay, then we can get on this guy and kill it and be done with this battle. Blundered on the Geos, guys. Terrible, terrible gameplay. Blundered on the Geos. That's awful. That is awful. Okay, but he's played once against Mon Mothma, and he's played once against this Kylo, and he stopped. So I don't know if that means he's done or what, or not. I don't know. All right, we're just going to very briefly do a little bit of cat discussion. I've been on here for quite some time, but I do want to just close this out with a little bit of cat discussion. And the team that I'm playing around with, for Cat is this team. This team of Kira, Chewbacca. This will be Cat, of course, Queel, and Han Solo. And the idea here is to just build up damage on these 4 characters to ridiculous levels, and then go fast, get Queel to pump everybody up. Han shoots first, they start going, and just killing characters. No tanks, it's just a team that you're going to have to go faster than. So the conversation that Griff and I were having last night was to use the Beskar Mando instead of this Kira. So his opinion is to take this Mandalorian Beskar armor and put him in there instead. And I like this. This is an interesting team because his leadership, I don't have it zated yet, but his leadership, when it's zated, whenever an enemy takes damage, scoundrel allies get 2% turn meter. So if Han shoots first, if I'm correct, you actually get 4 instances of damage, right? Because Han will shoot 1.5 times, right? Whenever he uses basic, he does it again for 50%. So he'll go full damage, 50% damage. Chewbacca will assist with a basic attack, and then this also gives him bonus damage equal to 20% of max health. So there should be 4 instances of damage that come out of shoot first. So if Queel is, let's say, 330 speed or something like that, he'll actually be 8% faster because of shoots first. And it's kind of a goofy little thing where, it might surprise the opponents to find out that I'm actually 350 speed instead of 330. And then Queel goes, and then all my guys go, and then a couple of your characters are dead, and you can't recover from it. Make it so that she guards Han Solo and Ahsoka Tano. You don't want to ignore Beskar. You don't want to ignore Queel. These guys are all doing damage, so it's like really a 5-threat team. Kind of interesting. Why Fulcrum? It's not Fulcrum. That's Cat. It's just a placeholder for Cat. You guys understand? That's going to be Commander Ahsoka Tano. This is not a Fulcrum team. Oh, yeah. Joey says, "Oh, I'm dumb." Yeah, no, it's no problem, man. Yeah, I just put her in there as the resident placeholder for Ahsoka. But this, so if we look at this is ridiculous, right? So where's my Han on damage right now? Just chilling. Let's take a look. So he's at 9,000 damage. He'll get 25% damage from Mando's ability, which gives him another 2,200 or whatever that is. So that puts him at 11,000 damage. Then Queel is going to give 40% of his damage, which is probably another 2,000 damage. So that puts him at 13,000. Cat will also be probably 13 or 14,000 damage, and she shares half of that with Han, which when I calculated it before, if all these bonuses work out like I think they work out, that puts Han around 21,000 offense. So his shoot first is gonna sting a lot, and he gets 50% critical damage. So the amount of damage that he's going to do, and then the multipliers from the crit, and then the added multipliers from the Cat. I do believe that Han Solo is going to be able to kill relic level characters on that shoots first. Between him and Chewbacca, things should die. That is just a stupid amount of damage. And then if I actually outspeed them, Queel goes, Beskar goes into his stance, the rest of my characters go, and then you have a very limited amount of time to kill everyone, or he's going to whistling birds, and it's just going to be bad. It's just going to be bad. Did you say Cat will be 13k damage? My understanding is that Cat's base stats are something like 9,000. And remember, she gets 25% from Beskar Armor Mando, and she's a scoundrel, so Queel is giving her 40% of his attack. So if let's say she's 9,000 damage, then she's going to be 11,000, and he's going to give her like 2,000 or more. So she's going to be 13,000 attack from the bonuses from Beskar and Queel. And then she shares 50% of her stats with everybody else. So that's like, another, 6,500 attack going to Han. Something like that. Yep. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, here's what I want out of this team. I want this team to make opponents go, I don't even understand this. I'm just going to put in a Galactic Legend and kill it. So I feel like this team, if I faced this team and I looked at this and I started to I'm like, man, I don't even know what this team is going to do to me. Like, put in SLKR and let's get these guys off the map and see what's on the back wall. And then I've got SLKR on the back wall. Or when I get Rey, I'll have Rey on the back wall. So that I'm actually going to use this as a defense in Grand Arena. I don't know. It's fun. I'm not investing too much in it yet. If I relic Beskar armor and Queel, it's like 0 risk. Because this character's okay. Like, he can do stuff. It's not great, but I've got him at 7 stars and he can do stuff. And Queel, I already have like a bunch of stuff that I like doing with Queel. So this is a 0 risk team. It's all good characters. And I think the 5 of them together could do some pretty silly stuff. So that's my plan for Cat. I've just revealed it all on the channel. I think a lot of people are just going to take the Beskar Mando team and take out one Beskar character, maybe Cara Dune or whatever, and just drop in Cat and make that team more threatening. So I want to do something different. I don't want to do the same thing everybody else is doing. I think the Han Chewie idea is pretty funny. And putting guard on Cat, I think, is good because it's going to make her super hard to kill. Yep. That's my theory. What are you doing with CLS? Nothing. I mean, my CLS doesn't even have Zetas. He's been neglected. He's like the little homeless kid that got put into the, the orphanage and like people come to visit and nobody takes him home. That's kind of where CLS is. I don't mean, there's probably somebody in my channel that's their life story and I'm making them sad right now. I don't mean to be mean. I'm just trying to think of some analogy for Luke because he's a good character and I should build him, but I never commit the Zetas to him and I just haven't built a team behind him. So I don't have C-3PO. I use my Chewpio on my Mon Mothma team. So yeah, Luke is just kind of, he's just kind of hanging. He's kind of hanging out. I'll figure out something to do with him though. Figure out Commander Luke solos or something. Maybe we'll put him with Hugler. CLS is going to do the episode 5 end fight with lightsaber swinging against lightsaber swinging against flying objects. He's just like, nothing. I got nothing. Cut my hand off. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream there. It's getting a little too silly for tolerance at this point. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate everybody that spends their time hanging out on this channel. Sorry I let you guys down with those Geos on the back wall. Definitely, there are times, guys, when I really should just take a little more time and plan out my teams, and I get in a hurry, and I need to stop that, Oh, we got clears on both my guys. Ooh, we got easy clears on both of them. All right, so it's all down to how much stuff he can clear on this back wall. Did Mon Mothma hold more than once? Look at that. She got 3 holds. Or she got 2 holds. They beat her on the 3rd one. 2 holds and got victory on the 3rd. That's pulling teams. That's pulling teams. He's still trying. He's beating this. He's still got Triumvirate to go. And CLS, so I don't know, but if he clears this back wall after dropping 3 battles, I am going to be impressed. I'm going to be seriously impressed. All right. Thank you all. Talk to you later. We'll see how it all comes out in the next stream on Thursday night. See you in the next